Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to delve further into new love with your soulmate by taking a look at how they really feel about you. Okay, let me say this. While you are watching this video, if I say something about the old person, please don't be coming at me in the comments with no bullshit talking about this is not a new love read, because it is a new love read. If Spirit gives me messages, because all of y'all are not on new love. Some of y'all are still dealing with your twin. So if there's a message given it to me, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to keep it as short as possible. So don't come at me, because if you come at me talk about some, oh, you said twin flame and this is supposed to be a new love read, I'm just going to block your ass. So if you okay with that, then we can rock on. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. But I know I ain't got to worry about that from y'all, because I know y'all don't do no shit like that. Y'all know better. I ain't going to do that. Because there's people here, they just don't understand that this is not a personal reading. If you just want to hear about, you know, new love or whatever, I get it. But, because I'm like that too. I don't want to hear nothing about the old person. But if it comes out, if it's something that Spirit tells me, they're telling me for a reason. They're not telling me to irritate me or to upset me or anything like that. Sometimes it's shit you just need to know. Because like I say, I don't know about y'all, but I want to know when the motherfucker coming. I don't want nobody to blindside me and just jump up and all of a sudden they asses is there and I didn't get no warning. I want to know when they coming. So I don't know. Everybody is different. Okay, here we go. Okay, Sagittarius. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Three of Cups. Okay, so the Three of Cups is talking about reunion. And I'm saying it's reunion because this new love is a past life connection. Okay, you were in a past life with this person, for those of you who are just joining us. Underneath this is the Nine of Wands. This is talking about the wounded warrior. Okay, this is the energy you have to come out of. You and your person have to come out of. You've been through a lot. I get it. I understand that. But if you want to start anew and you want to have a completely new destiny, a completely new relationship with this person, you have to let go of this old shit, and so does your person. Okay, underneath this is the Seven of Pentacles. Spirit is telling you to have patience. Okay, because look, things come to fruition when you got your damn back turned, when you ain't even paying attention. That's why I tell y'all, live your life. Don't focus on this person. Live your life. There's nothing wrong with coming here and listening to what you want to hear about new love. I get that. But I'm saying, when you're not doing this, go do some other things. Do things that light Sagittarius up. Okay? Because this is about you putting yourself and your needs and your life first. Okay? Underneath this is the Eight of Wands. This can talk about manifestation, but to me, this is communication. So these wands are coming your way. All right. That's what it looks like from the card. It looks like it's coming in your direction. So this is telling me that for some of you, there is communication coming if it hasn't already arrived. Okay. We got the Three of Swords showing up here. I told you, one sword is you, one sword is the twin, one sword is this new person, or it could go the other way. One could be you, one could be your soulmate, and the other one could be your soulmate's ex. Okay, it could be, you know, because you mirror each other. But this is about, you know, the heartbreak that the both of you have gone through in the past and moving forward. Okay. You both want to take a leap of faith with the Fool. And here's the Lovers. You're going to vibe on every level with this person, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. This is Gemini energy, okay? And they're going to show up out of nowhere with the Knight of Swords. This is an air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, so we're going to start by clarifying this Three of Cups. Okay, we're going to have to do some talking, Sagittarius. I can already see it by the cards that are coming out, okay? All right, so Spirit is backing what I'm telling you, okay? Because I hear that song. It's a song. It's an old song. And it says, single life. That is what it's saying. So look at the card that fell. But we're going to talk about these other cards first before we talk about this. Okay, you isolating yourself, all right? You are isolating yourself. Just because you have somebody new coming into your life, Sagittarius, you're not supposed to be, and this need to go for me too, because I be doing the same shit. okay? Stop isolating yourself. Understand that just because somebody is coming, it does not mean your life stops until they get here, okay? Then we've got the confrontational card. What you upset about, Sagittarius, okay? What are you angry about? Whatever this is here, it could be, for some of you, what I'm getting is that it could be that you are upset at this person, and when they show up, you don't want to come at this person like this because this person is going through shit just like you are, and they can't be ready on your time frame, Sagittarius, just like you can't be ready on their time frame. That's why I tell you, just be working towards yourself being the best Sagittarius you can be. And if you're angry at this person, let it go. This could be you talking about this old person, okay? Talk about the twin. It could be that. And yes, I said twin. So those of you who got a problem with it, oh well, because this is coming out, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. If you don't like to hear about certain things, you don't like for somebody to let you know what's going on, then this ain't the channel for you, okay? Anyway, confrontational card. It says deals with things in an aggressive way, hostile or argumentative. We got to let this go, Sagittarius. If there are people in your life that are making you come out like this, maybe you need to rethink these relationships and let these fuckers go, okay? Because you shouldn't be having anybody at this point in your life that's doing you like this or making you come out like this, okay? Then we've got guilt wounds, all right? Somebody ain't doing their healing. This could be pointed towards the new people that are coming in. If you're new and you're coming in, we all about healing at Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. If you wanting to move forward, you wanting to have an amazing true love with your soulmate, you're going to have to get rid of some of this stuff. You're going to have to let go of the anger. You're going to have to deal with these guilt wounds. It says feel sorry, uses guilt to manipulate, being afraid to set boundaries. You cannot be afraid to be you. I just had a whole talk about this with Scorpio, okay? Because Scorpio's coming out in passive aggressive energy. They angry about some shit, and I'm telling you, you got to let it go, okay? Because if those of you that still angry at this twin, because see, this is what I'm telling you. When people are coming to me in the comments talking about, oh, you said twin flame, then I don't want to listen to your read no more. That tells me your fucking ass need to heal, okay? So whoever it is that feel like they want to come at me in the comments and say that shit, I'm telling you, you need to fucking go heal yourself, okay? Because I'm not playing around right now, because I don't like these cards that are coming out here. And you know, Sagittarius, you know me. Those of y'all who are my day ones and the ones who rock with me on a regular basis, y'all know, unacceptable, okay? Then we got the single life card coming out here. This is what Spirit is telling you. This is what you're supposed to embrace, okay? It says, embrace your independence, expand your horizons, and enjoy the solo journey. When you're your best self, you will attract the best, okay? This is about you not getting caught with your pants down. When this person comes, you can't be in no energy and trying to ream them and stuff because they didn't come when you thought they were going to come, or because you upset or you tired or waiting or whatever. That's why I tell you, stop fucking waiting. Go live your damn life, okay? Go live your life. When this is supposed to come together, it is going to come together, okay? Live your life, Sagittarius. Okay, first card we've got here is talking about your person's past situation. We've got the Six of Wands here, okay? I feel like this person in the past thought that they had found their dream person, but it ended up blowing up in their face, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, then we got the complete card here. It says loves unconditionally, unselfishly, with no limitations. This is how your person is trying to come out. They trying to get rid of all the pockets of hurt and pain and residual, negative shit that they've dealt with. They trying to get rid of it all because they want to be like brand spanking new when they come into your life, okay? Then we've got the thinking card. This person is missing you, they're craving you, and they're desiring you, okay? So it is not one-sided where you're all upset and you want to be with this person is like like skipping through the fucking tulips and shit like that. This person is working on themselves, and you need to be doing the same thing too. Even if you've healed the things that you feel like you need to heal, you can always be better. You can always do better, okay? All right, so the next placement we're going to look at represents the present situation. So we got the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. Look at that card. Ooh, Jesus. This is talking about basically you and your person and the passion that you have between yourself. This could also speak of codependency, okay? Because if you feeling like your life ain't complete until this person is here, or you can't live without your soulmate, all this kind of shit. Get it together, girl. Or guy, get it together. I'm talking to all of y'all. Get it together, okay? Because the codependency is not going to work in this relationship. That could be what's holding everything up. If you thinking like that, because I told you this is a relationship where you got to be a sovereign, independent being, and your person has to be sovereign, independent, and an independent being, and you come together and you have an interdependent relationship, not a codependent one, okay? We not about the codependency no more, okay? We got to let that shit go. All right, let's clarify. See, this person is coming in. Hold on, I'm trying to get the damn card up to deck. They're coming in with the teamwork card. They want to collaborate. This is like 3 of Pentacles. They want to build this amazing relationship with you, but it's going to require both of you to be on a totally new level, a totally different level than what you've ever been on, okay? So this person fantasizes about you all the time. They daydream. They imagine what it's going to be like being with you. And at the bottom, it says fantasize, okay? So you are their ultimate fantasy, but made flesh, okay? All right, so the next card we're going to take a look at represents your person's thoughts on the situation. So justice, this is Libra energy. This person wants this connection to be balanced because all of their connections in the past have been everything but balanced, okay? They've been, like I said, mind games and leaving people out in the cold, leaving people on red, cheating and lying and, you know, two-timing and all this kind of stuff. And this person is tired of that fucking shit, and I feel like you are too. But like I said, you got to be what it is you want this other person to show up as. You have to become that, okay? And it's not easy like you think it is, because healing is not easy. And then it's not a straight line. It's not a thing. You hear people, y'all see them people in the comments, it's people talk about it's been all these years since that it took them to get past certain things that they've been with, because that they've been through, because as I've told you, you be in relationships with these people, you pick up shit, you pick up their shit, they pick up your shit. Whatever trauma or abuse or whatever the fuck they do to you, it beats you down. And you have to, this is about you coming out of that shit, remembering who you are, and realizing that, you can't, that shit's not going to stand anymore, okay? So we've got the balance card. So your person realizes that there needs to be balance on both sides, because justice is about balance too, okay? It's about karmic justice as well. Okay. Oh, there you go. There you go. I said, look, motherfucker. Okay, let's go. Give me another card. Ain't nobody thinking about your ass. Okay, so we got memories. It says reminiscing, dwelling. Bittersweet. This is like thinking about the past, thinking about, because all of it, even though you went through trauma, you went through bad things, all of it wasn't bad. It didn't start out bad. It took time to get to where it was bad. So there's nothing wrong with thinking good things about some of the stuff that has happened in the past, but you can't latch onto this shit and hang on to it, okay? Because you're going to be coming into a relationship with somebody else where you're going to have a brand new relationship with them, okay? All right, so this next placement we're going to look at, this talks about what this person thinks of you. So we got the Knight of Cups showing up here. This is a water sign, or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They see you as giving them the same type of love offer they want to give you, okay? Heart open, and on heart open and on your sleeve, okay? Coming towards them, laying all the cards out on the table, letting this person know exactly how you feel. And it takes a lot of fucking strength. It takes a lot of courage to do that. Because we can talk about this shit all day long on this channel, but when you standing face to face and toe to toe with this person and they telling you some shit, or you got to tell them how you feel, that it's not the same thing. It don't hit the same way, because it's like, it's like when you watch a horror movie, right? You watch a horror movie about somebody chasing somebody, right? Trying to kill somebody or whatever. And yes, it scares you. Yes, there are jump scares. Yes, there's all this shit in the movie, but it's nothing like, I would imagine it to be, I ain't never had nobody chase me before, but it can't be anything like that. Imagine what it would really be like if somebody was after you trying to kill you. So it's the same type of thing with this. I'm drawing the parallel to show you that, you be thinking, oh, I'm ready, I'm this, I'm that. And then when you read the comments of the people where their soulmate has come through, they all telling you how they fucking nervous and they kind of scared. You know, it's like they dipping their toe in the water and backing off, and dipping the toe in the water, backing off, and realizing that they need to go slowly. So it's the same thing with this. You cannot prepare. You cannot over prepare for this, I feel like. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Oof, we got cards. Oh. Cards are falling all over the place. Okay, so this is about getting in touch, both of you getting in touch with your spirituality. Your person is definitely doing this because I told you they're an empath just like you are. They're tapped in just like you are. And then it's about your self-worth. This person is working on their self-worth so that they don't come in and try to put all the garbage or the trauma that they've been through on you or on the relationship. And you need to be looking at it the same way, okay? Okay, and then, yeah, we've got broken here. You both were broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed from what happened in the past, but you are moving past that, okay? You are strong. You can do this, Sagittarius. You got this, okay? I understand, you know, that you want this person yesterday. You want them 10 years ago. I get it, but the good things come to those who wait, and good things come in the right time they're supposed to, okay? I'm going to tell you just like I told Scorpio. You can't put a pie in the motherfucking oven and then take it out halfway through the cooking and eat it and then get mad because you get fucking sick. This is what will happen if this person comes into your life or you come into theirs before the time is right, okay? Because some of y'all done already had false starts with your person, and I don't know if that's because you forced something or because they forced something. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I'm telling you, if this shit is not properly aligned, it's gonna blow up in your face, and we don't want that to happen. I'm trying to get you to avoid that from happening, okay? Because you've been through enough shit. So we've got the Eight of Cups here. This is what Spirit is talking about, okay? This is talking about this person walking away from things that no longer serve them in wanting to be with you. This is what you've inspired this person to do, to walk away from everything, any and everything that is no longer serving them in their life, okay? And that's why I tell you, that's the same thing you need to be doing as well. So yeah, this person wants to communicate. They want to talk to you. They want to be in your face just as much as you want to be in their face. But like I said, they doing the work that they need to be doing, and you got to do the same thing. This person wants to come in with an open heart, be receptive, empathetic, vulnerable, okay? And in order to do that, it requires you to go balls to the wall when it comes to being your best self, okay? Because you see all these cards. I show you these cards, these, every damn week. When this person is giving you a message, it's always telling you that they want to be their best self. They realize that you're the one, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. All these ways with these past motherfuckers where you done tried to be your best self, you need to take all them attempts and ball them up into this one big, huge attempt to be in this connection with this person, okay? And then we got the Knight of Pentacles showing up here. Okay, I got to talk about this real quick before we go on. I had somebody come to me in the comments today and say some shit like, if the person that comes up to them is a certain sign, they don't want them. They're telling somebody they moving on. Okay, let me say this to you. I'm saying this to everybody. It ain't just to y'all. That is the dumbest fucking shit I've heard in my life. I'm just swinging. I'm swinging tonight. I don't have no time for no bullshit. Okay, we got to stop fucking around. Okay, because y'all want these people to be here, and I'm telling you, you got to tighten your shit up if you want them to be here. And you can't be sitting and saying, this is Spirit's pick on who you going to end up with. It's Spirit's pick. It's not your pick. So it don't matter what fucking sign they are. It don't matter what color they are. It don't matter. And I'm telling you, I keep telling y'all, when y'all say shit like that, it's like Spirit is listening, and the very thing that you don't fucking want, that's how that person is gonna fucking show up. So you need to stop saying, oh, well, if it's this, I don't want it. If it's that, I don't want it. If it's that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because at the end of the day, Sagittarius, I'm calling you Scorpio. Sagittarius, do you want to be fucking right, or do you want to be loved? That's the question at the end of the day. Okay? Because all of these slacking and a half stepping and, oh, I don't want this, and what if it's this, and what if... Fuck all that, okay? If you want to be loved, you want to be in a relationship where there's true love, a relationship where motherfuckers is envying you, because you and this person got some shit that everybody don't have, why would you sit back and try to say, oh, well, if it's this, I don't want it. If it's that, I don't. That's self-sabotage. That's why I keep telling y'all, everybody ain't fucking ready. Y'all saying some of y'all is saying y'all ready. And the way y'all coming in the comments is telling me that you fucking not. Okay? This is what I'm trying to tell you. And like I said, all of this is coming from love. It's because I fuck with y'all. Y'all know I fuck with y'all the long way. Sagittarius, y'all know y'all one of my favorite fucking signs to read for. Just like Aquarius. But if I have to get in your ass, I'm gonna get in your ass. And I'm like, don't be telling me no shit like that. So you telling me that if somebody show up and they a specific sign, but they treat you like the queen or the king that you are, you gonna fucking turn away from them because they are a certain sign. Think about how fucking idiotic that sounds. Think about that. Think about how dumb that sounds. Everybody done had bad experiences with certain signs in their life. I'm not gonna sit here and say, but it's like how racist people try to say stuff about other races, saying, oh, because they had a bad experience with one person or two or three people from the same race. It's everybody is like that. That's a fucking lie. It's a generalization. There is good and bad and light and dark in every fucking sign. Every sign. Okay? Even your soulmate comes in. They gonna have light things about them, and they gonna have dark things about them. But what matters at the end of the day is how this person treats you, how they show up, how they have your fucking back, all these things. All that other shit don't fucking matter at the end of the day, okay? All of that don't matter. I feel like that's one of the reasons why we all been having a problem trying to find the people we want, because we putting all these stupid ass stipulations on there. Who cares? Because I'm like, look, at this point, I'm like, if you gonna come in here and you gonna love me and you gonna treat me right, all that other fucking shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Because I want to be loved. I don't know about y'all, but I want to be loved. And I don't give a fuck if you a Cancer, if you a Scorpio, if you this, or if you that. I don't care. I don't care. As long as you come in and you treat me the way I fucking always want to be treated. Like I said, y'all can be crazy if you want to and let them people go. But like I said, don't be coming to me in the comments wanting to be mad because you made a fucked up decision. Because I'm going with my person. Because like I said, you got to understand, nobody is motherfucking perfect. And the very things that you fighting against, I keep trying to tell y'all, you need to be quiet, okay? Because the very things you're fighting against will be the shit that shows up. Because Spirit loves to test us. And when you put things down like that and say certain things and be like, well, if it's this and if it's that, Spirit is giving you a fucking reward for all the trauma and all the bullshit you've been through in your life, Sagittarius. All signs. I'm talking to all signs. Whoever watched this video. But think about that. That would be like you trying to get somebody a Christmas present on Christmas Day. And they tell you, well, no, I don't want that shit because it's not the color I like. Or it's not this I like, or it's not that. Think about how nasty that sound for somebody to fucking tell you that you trying to reward them because you care about them, and they've done, like, say it's your kid or something like that, or I don't know, a family member or something, somebody, even if just a friend, somebody that you really like, right? And you give them something. And you all excited because you like, oh, I'm gonna get them this present, and they gonna love it and this and that. And they tell you, well, look, they take the shit and throw it and say, I don't want that shit. I don't, it's got this and it's this and it's that. Think about how ungrateful that motherfucker sound. And then what you gonna do? You trying to get somebody some shit and they don't want it. You gonna fucking be like, give me this shit and get the fuck out of my face. Okay? So I'm telling you this to drive this fucking point home, because I'm tired of y'all in them comments with that shit, because you are shooting your own fucking self in the face and you act like you don't see it. You don't see it. I'm trying to shake you and show you the stupid shit you do to fucking self-sabotage yourself. Okay? None of that shit should matter. None of that shit should matter. As long as this person treats you like I said, like the king or queen you are, and they do all the things you wanted them to do, who cares what fucking sign they are? Who cares what race they are? Who cares about any of that shit at the end of the day? At the end of the day, the thing that's supposed to be number one is your motherfucking happiness. And if this person make you happy, it shouldn't matter what fucking package they come in. As long as, like I said, as long as they treating you right and they ain't abusing you and treating you like this other motherfucker did, what does it matter? Okay, let's move on. So we got this next card is talking about, the next placement is talking about what this person wants in this relationship. Knight of Pentacles, earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this person is wanting to be with you for long term. This is somebody who is not trying to play with your feelings. This is somebody who's coming in, want to worship the ground you walk on, wanting to give you everything, wanting to give you the world. This is going to be somebody who bends over backwards in order to be there for you. Okay? And I know a lot of you, this is what you've been craving. This is what you've been dreaming for all your life. And you going to fuck around and say, oh, if they not the sign that I want, if they don't tick the boxes. That's why I say, that's why a lot of motherfuckers is walking around and they fucking alone. And they don't understand why they alone. Because of some shit like that. For some stupid shit like that. Who cares? Who cares? Because think about this. Nobody is just one sign. That's why you got the rising sign, you got your sun sign, you got this sign, you got that sign. I hear some people saying stupid shit like, oh, if a person is a Cancer moon, they crazy. I'm like, where does that all of that crazy shit come from? At the end of the day, it's about how the person treats you, Sagittarius. None of that other shit, all of that shit is fucking labels at the end of the day, okay? And what one person thinks about somebody else gonna think something different. So you got to just open yourself up and be open to what Spirit is giving you. Because do you really honestly think at this point, after all this shit you went through, every week Spirit is telling you the type of person that's coming into your life. Do you really think they're going to just drop anything on your doorstep and just let you be treated any kind of way? Because I'm like, if you think like that, then why are you watching this video? That's my question. That's my question. I don't get it. So, but like I said, this person wants to come and share the rest of their life with you. And wants to give you everything. And y'all got to stop trying to self-sabotage. Stop trying to cut your nose off to spite your face. And shoot yourself in the fucking foot. Stop doing that. So we got optimism. This person is working on building themselves up. Because I told you, you intimidate this person because you are their dream person. Okay? They realize that you are the divine feminine or divine masculine. Males make it fit. Just change it to divine masculine. Okay? So y'all gotta stop doing this kind of stuff. Oh, it's this and oh, it's that, and I don't want nobody with this, and I don't want to. Like I said, to me, you like I said, don't get mad. Then if you fuck up your chance to be with somebody who is like the person you always wanted to be with, I mean, like I said, don't come get mad at me. Don't come get mad at me, because like I said, I'm telling you, I'm giving you the warning here. Spirit is lighting the fire under me, so I gotta light it under you. So we got the return card. It says second chance, opportunities, making amends. So this person is coming back for the both of you, or not coming, you know, they're coming back from the past, the past life. And the two of you are starting over. You're both getting a second chance in love based on, you know, all of the shit you've been through. Like I said, it's what you deserve. Because like I said, you know how I am. You know I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no shit and then it be something else. I'm not gonna do that. I would never sit here and lie to y'all like that, because I don't want nobody to lie to me. And because that's my thing. I have a thing about people who fucking lie. I can't stand that shit. That's like a pet peeve of mine. Okay? But I'm telling you, I'm not gonna sit here and say, if the person that comes into my life tells a lie one time, I'm done. I can't fuck with him. You know, I can't do that stupid, because everybody lies. Everybody had they issues. Everybody had they bad things. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. Everybody had their shit. I keep telling y'all, nobody's fucking perfect. And until somebody come in my face and show me that they motherfucking perfect, you just gotta let it go and just go with the goddamn flow. You gonna have to trust Spirit, because like I told you, if your fucking picker was right, you wouldn't fucking be here. You wouldn't know me. We wouldn't know each other. We would be with our people if all our pickers was right. Okay? All right. So the next thing we're gonna look at talks about what you need to know about your person. They're showing up as the King of Pentacles. This is an earth sign again. Earth sign or someone with a lot of earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So this person is somebody that is stable. They are you know, together. They're grounded. You know, they got their money in order, or they have a good mindset when it comes to money. This is somebody about stability, not somebody that just has a lot of passion and telling you a lot of lies and running in, jumping in and out of your life and stuff like that. It's not that. This is somebody that's here to stay, is what Spirit is giving me. Okay. So we got the revelation card showing up here. Okay, this person has had a lot of revelations about life. Probably some of this shit I'm telling you. Because like I said, we be all about, oh, they got to look like this. And they got to be a side. They got to be a 10. And they got to be this. And they got to be that. I'm like, dude. I'm just telling you. It's crazy. When we sit up and we talk about stuff. Some of that shit we be saying. And like I said, I count myself in it too. It's some of it is fucking stupid. Okay. So we got possibilities here. It says free-spirited, adventure, and risk. You and this person are going to have a lot of adventures together. Like I said, this is about the two of you taking this risk to jump into this relationship together. Love is a risk. I don't care. I don't care if it's somebody that check every fucking box on your sheet or they fucking don't. Okay? But I told you, this person that's coming in is going to love you the right way, treat you the right way. Be the way you're wanting them to be, but certain shit you're not gonna be able to control. Cause I told you the story. I tell you this shit all the time about the fact that I wanted a black man, and I was about to let my shit get fucked up over some dumb shit like that, over somebody's fucking race. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like I said, they can be what they can be goddamn rainbow as long as they treat me the way that I deserve to be fucking treated. That's my thing at the end of the day. And it's not about setting your sights low and all this kind of stuff. It's about us stopping that shit where we look at all this superficial shit. Cause some of this superficial shit, it don't mean nothing at the end of the day. It don't mean nothing at the end of the day. Cause like I said, I'm not saying, you don't want somebody that's attractive, but realize looks are gonna go eventually. Okay? You're not always gonna be G'd, and they not always gonna be fucking G'd. Okay? Anything can happen to anybody. Stuff can happen to this. You need to have somebody with whom you have a friendship with. You and this person got a vibe together. They got your back. You got their back. And like I said, you're going to be attracted to them. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, and tell you should, Spirit's just going to give you just anybody or whatever. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Trust Spirit. Spirit know us better than we know our fucking selves. I'm telling you. I read for myself all the time, and Spirit will come and tell me shit that's coming down the damn pipe, like 3 days, 5 days out, a week out, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? Because I'm like, I don't feel like that right now. And then a few days on down the line, exactly what they fucking said is what happened. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, stop trying to self-sabotage. That is a form of self-sabotage by you picking up your fucking grocery list of people. What the fuck you want? Fuck all that. This is out of your hands. Okay, that is just another way of you trying to control this shit, and you just gotta let it go, Sagittarius. Stop letting them wheels turn when it comes to that. Let them turn when it comes to you trying to be the best person you can be. Okay, this is about you sitting in that damn Empress or Emperor energy, so that when these people, you can just sit on the throne and let your applicants come up and vie for your hand. Let the competition start with the 5 of Wands and all this kind of stuff. That's what this is about. This is about how you carry yourself and the fact that you're not gonna need to be running and chasing after people and stuff. Because think about it. You saying all this shit about, oh, I don't want this and oh, I don't want that. Think about what happened with the twin. Think about how this person was dragging you and you was fucking chasing them. Don't make me wash your face. Don't make me wash your fucking face. You was chasing them because I was doing it too. And then when you look back at that shit, you was like, God damn, this motherfucker was treating me like shit. And I was just taking it. So that's what I'm saying. Don't sit here and say what you won't fucking take and what you won't do. So if you take this shit from this motherfucker, then you don't need to be giving out no damn grocery list of what the fuck you want from somebody. You don't need to be doing that. Because Spirit has got your back. Spirit knows what you need. Okay? That's why we here watching this, because Spirit knows exactly what it is that you want, and they're trying to give it to you, but you fighting them when you say this shit. You're being disrespectful. It's like you taking they fucking gift, they Christmas gift, and you fucking throwing it at them, and you telling them, fuck you, I don't want that. When you do that, that is the way that looks like. That's what that looks like to them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And so you don't want to be like that with somebody that is trying to fucking help you. That's why I go just go fucking bonkers when these people be putting this shit in the comments, because I'm coming from the heart. I love y'all, and I'm trying to do what's right and trying to help y'all. And then when you go in the comments and you say the fucked up shit you say to me, that's a kick in the fucking chest. It's a kick in the fucking chest. Some of the shit don't bother me, but some of that other shit, I just be like, wow, I'm spending my time and my effort trying to help you, and all you can think about is the fact that I said fucking twin flame in a motherfucking read. Don't make no goddamn sense. No motherfucking sense whatsoever. Let's move on. So, the advice for you, what Spirit is saying with this Four of Cups card, get out of this energy of the apathy and the hate and all the shit that you've gone through with these people. You have to heal this stuff and get out of this and stop being in this energy where you just hanging on and you trying to control every fucking thing, because this shit you cannot control. Because trust me, I know. I've tried to control it every fucking way I can, and you cannot do it. I'm telling you. So with this Four of Cups, Spirit is saying, get out of this. Stop thinking about this. Stop thinking like this, and get out of the negative and get into the positive. Like I said, this is about being the best Sagittarius you can be. Let's clarify. So this person is stepping into their warrior energy. Like I said, they trying to be the best person they can be for you. And then some of y'all is saying, well, if they ain't this, oh no. So it's like you basically telling this person, it don't matter what you do. I'm going to find a fucking reason to reject you. I'm going to find a reason to not be with you. Because at the end of the day, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like you don't want to be happy. That's what it sounds like. Okay, so we've got the hoping card here. This is about this person expecting, they're having faith and they're trying to manifest this beautiful thing with the two of you together. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the outcome, the star, Spirit is telling you, Aquarius energy, you're about to get your wish. You're about to get exactly what it is you want. But like I said, every single thing, every single box is not going to be motherfucking checked. Every single box is not going to be checked. But the things that matter, how this person treats you, how they make you feel, the relationship you have together, the fact that this person is coming in and wanting to be your life partner, that is the shit that's coming. Okay? All right, let's clarify. So Spirit is like, let go of this damn ego. Let go of, the fear, the anxiety, the limiting beliefs, the toxic thinking patterns, all this shit y'all be saying. Because like I said, I had to tell myself, I had to calm myself down and be like, no. Because what you going to do, you going to destroy your, hold on. You going to destroy your moment to get what it is you want over some stupid shit? Over some stupid stuff. Because like I said, some of y'all going to fuck around and you're going to lose this person, and then you're going to be walking around here all crazy, wondering what the fuck happened. Okay? And I'm trying to stop that from happening to y'all. Because like I said, you're focusing on the wrong shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to be focusing on being the best person you can be, and letting this person come in and giving them a chance and seeing what the fuck is going on. So we got this person wanting to come in, wanting to give you a new beginning, wanting to have a new beginning with you. Hold on, because I didn't pull your card for this. See, so Spirit is telling you, go back and look at this stuff in the past and let go of these things that you telling yourself in your head. It's like you sitting and you thinking of ways, you thinking you helping yourself, but you fucking self-sabotaging, Sagittarius. Okay, you're self-sabotaging. Don't do that. Because look at it, look at what this person, look. Marriage vows. It says forever isn't a fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. So this is where you're headed with this person. But you talking about, oh, well, if you can't, I can't be with you. Or if you're this sign, if you ain't this race, or if you don't look like this, or if it's not like that, and if you don't, that's fucked up. How would you feel if this person came into your life and started telling you the same shit, telling you, oh, well, you a fucking Sagittarius, I can't fuck with you. What if they came and told you that over some stupid shit like that? It's a fucking sign. It is like, to me, that is the furthest thing you need to be thinking about. Okay? Because like I said, this person could check all of your boxes and it be one thing and you like, oh, well, I can't fuck with you because of this or because of that or whatever. So like I said, I've said what I got to say. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but like I said, I'm giving you this to let you know, stop shooting your fucking self in the foot. Stop it. So we got self-esteem. It says someone is questioning their self-worth and or abilities. Okay, this could be you, could be your person, could be both of you. Severing ties. This situation may require emotionally and physically cutting ties. You know who that's to. Then we have awakening. A new outlook and a perspective on the situation is coming. Okay. Then we have blindfold. It says there is vital information being hidden. And then we have obsession. Unhealthy obsessive thoughts are taking up space in this connection. This could be, your other person, your ex-person. Okay. So let's get some more messages from Spirit. Because like I said, this is going to be somebody. It's like I told Scorpio, I'm going to tell you the same thing. This is going to be with somebody with whom you can fucking be completely naked with them. And I mean mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, every fucking area. You could be naked with this person and be who you truly are, and they're going to fucking accept you. Do you know how fucking rare that is? To have somebody that just going to love you unconditionally and you love them unconditionally? That's a beautiful fucking thing. But some of y'all is hell-bent. You're hell-bent on fucking it up. So we got the labyrinth of choices. Okay, it says chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as a part of your complex journey. Okay, so I know y'all didn't go through all this shit to fuck your stuff up like this. I hope you didn't. Okay, we've got free to move. It says embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. This card fell like this, so I'm going to read both sides. And then it says real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. Okay? All right. But like I said, it's about you being able to be who the fuck you are authentically, to take off your mask, to take it all off and let your hair down and relax. And this person give you a soft space and they not judging you and they allowing you to completely be who you are. Like I said, all that other shit you talking about need to be on out the fucking door. That's all I can tell you. Oh, we got one more card that fell. It said, look, Spirit is talking to you. Spirit is talking to you. What it say? Give up control. Release your grip on outcomes. Embrace the present moment's wisdom. Okay? Spirit is telling you. Welcome uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and be okay with not knowing. That's what they telling you. All right? Okay, let's get some messages from your person. But I'm telling you, I'm trying to show you how crazy, because I used to do the same thing. That's why I'm telling you, all this shit we talk about, baby, I've done it too. Okay, so I ain't just talking to y'all. I be talking to myself too. This person is waiting patiently. They need security, just like they want to give you security. They say your intellect arouses them. They can't get enough of you, and you inspire them. Okay. But I'm telling you, stop shooting yourself in the damn foot. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Because look, this person only wants you. They don't want nobody else. They ain't out here in the streets doing stupid shit like the old people were doing to you and making you feel like, you don't have no value and they don't give a... And like I said, there's probably somebody that you motherfucking picked, that you fucking chose to be with, and look at how they treated you. So it says, I miss you too, but we both have to be patient. Okay? This person is telling you. They say, I realize that I'm settling whenever I'm not with you. But this person is not with anybody else. Okay? It says, I often imagine what it will be like whenever you and I come together. I told you they fantasize about you all the time. See, it says, my heart and my love belongs to you. Okay, then we've got, I want to wake up beside you every day. Like I said, this person sees you and only you. They're ready to commit to you 100%. They're not looking at nobody else. Okay? But yet you was running after this other person that was looking at everybody. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck that you wanted to give yourself to them. They didn't care. They didn't mean shit to them. So what does it matter if they was the sign you wanted them to be, or they looked the way you wanted them to be, or they dressed the way you wanted to be? That's why I said, do you see how stupid that stuff is that we do? It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. Because like I said, trust spirit. When spirit is telling you something, trust me. They know what the fuck is going on. I had to learn that. And I'm a fucking reader. I deal with them every day. And I have to tell you, they know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay? All right. Okay, look. See, divine timing. It says, we are on the journey and the divine dance on the soul plane. It will manifest into the physical world in perfect divine timing. All we have to do is trust and have faith that all will work out beautifully. Okay, hold on. Okay, communication. It says, I need to talk to you and feel you close to me. I want to reach out to you. Please be open to receiving communication from me soon. Your response will encourage me greatly, and I will be waiting to hear back from you. So like I said, for some of you, this person is right around the corner, but you got to stop messing yourself up. They telling you they love you. It says, my love for you is infinite. We are bonded in the eternal love that is beyond space and time. Close your eyes and reach into this infinity. Know that it is real. I really want to reach out to you and tell you how I feel. The love I have for you in my heart, nothing can compare with anything. Remember always that I love you. Okay? All right. Okay, let's get these things, because I done chewed y'all out. I done screamed. I done cried. I done did all kind of shit. Let's end this on a positive note. Okay, so we got forgiveness. It says, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Okay? Spirit is telling you. Some of y'all still got people you got to forgive and situations you got to forgive. Material attachment. It says too much focus on visible trapping. Stop worrying about this shit. You know, this stuff, because you can't take it with you. When you close your eyes and you breathe your last breath, you can't take none of this shit with you. So the most important thing is supposed to be your internal happiness. Okay? Then we have rekindle. It says an old flame returns. You know who that is. You know they gonna come. You know they gonna come back. But like I said, you know you don't want them. Then like I said, when they show up, tell them, fuck you, I don't want it. And then we got self-love. Love yourself first. Bottom of the deck, spirit soul path. It says a personal evolution within your relationship. Okay. So I hope this helped, Sagittarius. I had to come out my face on y'all, but it's because I love you. If I didn't love you, I told you I would just read these fucking cards and then just cut off the camera. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius. You got this. You can do this. Have faith and keep doing what you need to do. Keep working on yourself, okay? You can always improve. You can always be better, okay? Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we are going to delve further into new love with you and your person by taking a look at what's going on with them with the spread. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. Overall energy for this week's reading is the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy. This is talking about overcoming obstacles. It can also talk about just you balancing out the light and dark sides of your personality, which I feel like is what you and your person are both doing. Underneath this is the Queen of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This just talks about you and your person having a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of passion between the both of you. I feel like this person thinks you're attractive. I feel like you're going to think your person is attractive as well. Underneath this is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is talking about, union, like you and your person coming together. You can say reunion because this is a soulmate card. your person, you know, is a soulmate. You had a past life with them, okay? Then with the Seven of Pentacles, Spirit is telling you, bide your time, be patient, because you have planted the seeds that you need to plant for this to come to fruition, and it's only a matter of time, okay? And then underneath this is the Hierophant. It's Taurus energy. This is Spirit telling you this is where you're headed with this person if you decide that you want to be with them and you want to make this a long-term connection. This is talking about marriage, higher level of commitment. So we are going to start by clarifying the Chariot, okay? Here we go. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, we're going to have to talk. Hold on one second. Okay, so the first card that fell is this card. It says expecting, leaving a legacy. So you and this person are going to build a family. You may build a business. You may build, you know, you may blend your two families together. It's going to be different for all of you because, as I tell you, I'm reading for thousands of people. This is the card we got to talk about. Bottled up emotions. Spirit is telling me with this card that there's still some suppressed emotions that you're going to have to take a look at and get rid of, because these emotions are going to cause you to go into this connection and you could possibly sabotage it, okay? I actually had a comment this week where someone was telling me that they've already met their soulmate, and because of this, okay, they haven't completely healed. They're angry, okay? They're getting angry at their person, and their person has done nothing to warrant it. So I'm telling you this to tell you that, you know, because some of y'all, I don't know if you're thinking that if you don't do the things that Spirit is recommending, that, oh, you just gonna come into this relationship and you gonna surf. It's not that type of relationship. This is what I keep trying to tell you. If you're wanting to be with this person and you're wanting to start off, you know, in a good way and not have it escalate to something crazy, you need to take care of the things that you need to take care of, okay? This may not apply to all of you, but let me tell you this. I've done my healing, but I still work on myself. I'm not saying, oh, well, I'm good. I did the things Spirit told me to do, so I'm not doing anything else at all. Healing is an ongoing thing. We can always be a better person, okay? It's not something that, you know, most of us, you know, enjoy, but it's rewarding at the end of it when you realize you've done your work. You're showing up the way you need to show up. But don't think you can go into this relationship, which is going to be unlike any relationship you've ever been in before, Sagittarius, and think that you can be who the fuck you was when you was in this shit with these other people that were mistreating you and stuff like that. Because I keep telling y'all, please hear me when I say this. It is not above Spirit. Spirit is all about the lessons. And it is not above Spirit to use this person to show you what the fuck you need to do, because we are mirrors. And I told you, if you don't fucking deal with this, this person will come in and either trigger you with this, like this person I told you was telling me in the comments. They're either going to trigger your ass, or it's going to be a thing where they gonna come in and all your shit's gonna come up. Because I tell you that all the time, when you get into a relationship with somebody, all the things you have buried, or you think you have buried, are gonna start to come up, okay? I'm not telling you that there's a way for you to 100% squash this, but there are levels, okay? This woman is telling me that she walking around mad at her man for no damn reason because of her stuff. And then this is one thing you have to understand in a relationship, Sagittarius. You are 100% responsible for your healing. And you got to understand that when you get into these things like this, you got to fix your own shit. Because I tell you this connection is healing with this person. I'm not telling you that this person going to come in and fix all your damn problems, because that's a lie, okay? I never said any of that. I always tell you the majority of your healing needs to be done by yourself. If you can get the whole thing that you concentrating on, if you can get all that done before the person comes in, that so much the better, okay? Because I'm not saying after you do this, other things won't come up. But the things that this last person you were dealing with was bringing out of you, you definitely need to be healing that shit. Because like I said, this is a top shelf connection. This is some shit that people be wishing for. They be willing to fucking, I ain't gonna say, let me not say that, but that's what Spirit's giving me. Almost sell their soul for. Okay? This the type of shit you see on TV and all this kind of stuff where this person comes in, and I told you, it's almost like they're made to order for you. But I keep telling you, this is not coming for free. So that means you got to take care of this stuff. Stop being fucking lazy and heal your damn self. Okay? I don't want to have to get like this with y'all, because I love y'all, but you know I'm going to keep it motherfucking real. And if these cards keep coming up, because some of y'all, you are this close to meeting your person. Okay? If you nervous and you fucking feeling this kind of way, and all this shit is starting to rear its head, baby, you better get it together. Okay, you better get it together, because you're gonna end up getting caught with your pants down. And I keep telling you, Spirit will use this person to show you what the fuck you need to do. Okay, and what I'm trying to prevent is you and this person coming together, and because you didn't fix this, you going back into a fucking separation after you just got out of one. That's what I'm trying to stop from happening. But I feel like some of y'all, this could be the new people coming in, but I feel like some of y'all ain't fucking hearing me. Okay? That's why the F-bombs. That's why I'm getting into it. Okay? I'm not angry, but I got to put my foot down, or put my foot into whatever, to let y'all know, don't do that. Don't self-sabotage. Don't come this far and go through all these things to get here and just fuck yourself up. Because I'm telling you, when you have this type of shit, you be thinking crazy things. You don't want to work nothing out. You take the littlest thing somebody does and you blow it totally out of proportion. And I know that because I've been in this. That's why I'm telling you about it. You gotta fix this shit, Sagittarius. And like I said, those of you that I'm talking to, you know that I'm talking to you. Okay? So if this is not your message, don't take it. But it's somebody that I'm talking to that need to hear what the fuck I'm saying. And I'm telling you, if you want to have Spirit dangle this carrot, me and your soulmate, in your face, and then say, nope, can't have it. Don't fix this and find out what's gonna happen. Like I said, you're gonna be feeling real fucking pissed and feeling real crazy if they do that to you. And I keep trying to tell y'all be thinking that it's just me, but I'm telling you, my fucking spiritual team don't play. So I know y'all spiritual team don't play. And if they telling you to do something, look, let me give you an example. And we're going to talk about this again. I told you this before. When I first started back reading, I was just so damn excited that I wasn't burnt out, that the magic had come back, and I was in love with reading again the way I was when I first started, right? So I'm reading, and Spirit is like, there's a card that Spirit gives me. It's the Four Swords, okay? That's them telling me I need to fucking sit down. I need to lay down. I need to rest. They giving me the card. I say, I'm gonna rest. So I'm reading. They give it to me again. I say, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rest. Whatever. They did it the third time, and I didn't listen. And then I told you, I was in the middle of a reading. I was doing a private reading for somebody, and they cut my fucking channel. I've never had them do that shit to me. And I was so humiliated. I was like, what happened? And when I realized what it was, like I said, right after it happened, the fucking Four Swords fell out of the goddamn deck. Like they said, now, we told you to sit your ass down. You wouldn't sit your ass down. Now you cut off. They cut me off for 2 fucking days and made me sit. And I had these private readings that had to be done. I had to do the readings for this channel. And I was championing. I was like, oh my God, I got to do my readings. But they did that shit to teach me a fucking lesson. Meaning, when they tell me to do something, if I don't do it, there's going to be motherfucking consequences. Okay? And like I said, all y'all listening to me are fucking empaths. And so that's why I'm trying to give you the warning. So you can listen to me, or you cannot listen to me, because I'm telling you, they ain't finna rip my person from me. I'm doing what they asking me to do, because they not finna rip my person from me. So when they show me that Four of Swords, there rarely has to be a second one. After they show me the first one, I say, okay, when I get through, I'm finna go right on over here and do what I'm supposed to do, because they had to do that to me to show me the consequences of my actions. This is why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all trying to act like this is a situation where you're 100% in control of it, but I keep telling you, you ain't in control of shit when it come to this. You ain't in control of nothing. You may not want to fucking hear it, but I got to give it to you raw. Okay? You ain't in control of nothing. Okay? Don't get me to get started. Don't get me to get twisted, because this thing, I have tried every single thing. This is how I know. I have tried every single way I can try to control the shit without actually looking like I'm controlling it. And they always tell me the same thing. You need to stop. Stop trying to control it. You cannot control this. They've told me this over and over and over and over again. That's why I'm trying to relay this message to you. And I'm telling you this story to show you that spirit don't play. Okay, we signed up for some stuff that is unlike a regular fucking life. Okay, we signed up for it. We're in it. We gotta ride it till the wheels fall off. We gotta ride it like till we go over the cliff, like Thelma and Louise, or whatever it is that gotta happen. We gotta ride it to the end. So I'm telling all of you this to say, you better fix. If you want to be with this person, if this shit is really important to you, why are you not doing this? Why are we talking about this? Why is this card keep out? This card, and you look, you ain't the only ones. This card done come up for about 3 or 4 damn signs this week. So I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know, you slacking because it's the holidays, or you feel like, you know, oh, they right here, so I don't have to. I'm telling you, you gonna be looking crazy watching people walk off with their person, and you sitting here looking crazy, or your person come in and have it snapped. Because to me that's worse. I would rather not have them at all than to have them come and they give me a little taste of what's supposed to happen, and then they motherfucking gone again because I didn't do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. So I'm saying all this to say, you better get it together, Sagittarius. You better fucking get it together, okay? We got no strings attached. It says it starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred, okay? So whatever it is, you know what this is with these bottled up emotions. Like I said, I understand you got mistreated. Stop hanging on to this shit. It has nothing to do with these people. These people don't even give a fuck about what happened to you. I don't even want to be like cold like that, because like I said, I care about what happened to you, and I'm sorry whatever happened to you, but you got to get past it, baby. If you want to be in this relationship with this person, it's requiring you to step into a new identity, and until you do that, you just gonna be sitting here asking me in the comments where your person is. And that's what I'm gonna start to ask y'all. When y'all ask me where your person is, I'm gonna be like, have you done your healing? That's gonna be my question to you when you tell me that. Okay, let's move on. Cause I am just shocked. It's like we going up and down. You gotta be vigilant. You gotta do what you're supposed to do. When it comes to this person, this is talking about them being mute, not saying anything to you. They're holding themselves back on purpose because they're listening to spirit. They listen to spirit, okay? I don't know if they done already had consequences and that's why they listen to spirit, but they do. They are reinventing themselves, just like I'm telling you that this connection requires. They're becoming a different person, a newer person, to be open to this connection, and you need to be doing the same, okay? All right, let me get one more card and then we're gonna move on. Okay, yeah, because this person is wanting commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. So every day you don't fucking heal, every day you sit in this, you're pushing what it is you want back. You're pushing it back. The longer it's gonna take for this person to come into your life, or like I said, they'll come into it and you won't even be able to like deal with them, because, excuse me, you won't even be able to deal with them because of the shit you carrying. Like I said, I keep trying to tell you. I keep trying to tell you. Let's move on. Okay, so the first placement we're going to look at talks about what you're going to learn from this person. So we have the Knight of Wands, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Wands, and we have the High Priestess, which is Pisces energy. So what Spirit is saying is that what you're going to learn from this person is how to listen to your intuition. Because some of you ain't fucking doing it. Because if you showing up with the bottle of emotions card, it's something you're not doing. Okay, I don't know if it's some shit that's recently happening to you and you're not realizing it. Like I said, every time some shit happened to you, you need to schedule some time. You need to schedule some regular time to be healing yourself. Okay, because you still living. Even if you've healed things, you're still living. You're gonna have days where people piss you off. You're gonna have days where people do shit. And if it's something that's a repeating pattern, it's something that needs to be put to bed. Okay, it's something that needs to be put to bed for good. All right, so what Spirit is saying is that with the Three of Wands, your ships are coming in, and this is about you learning how to take a risk. This person is going to show you how to do this and how to listen to your intuition with the High Priestess card. Okay, all right, let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the barrier card showing up here, and then we have regrets. So your person's been through things, you know, they have regrets about things that they've experienced, but I feel like they're working on those things to take down this barrier to the two of you coming together. All right. Okay, yeah. And then along with this, we've got conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. You know, in order for you to be congruent in the way that you move, meaning everything lining up, you have to, like I said, deal with the things you need to deal with, because it has to do with the thoughts in your mind, which, you know, trigger the way you think. I mean, it triggered the way you think, the things you say, and how you move. It all starts with your thoughts. So you got to change your thoughts. I don't know if you got to start to believe in yourself more. I don't know if, you know, these things, you just have to hammer this shit until it goes away. You have to do that, okay? Because if you don't, all it does is it piles on top of each other, and then it makes it even more difficult for you to bring in the things that you're trying to bring in, because it'll fuck with your manifestations, period, if you don't fix it. Okay, all right, let's move on. Okay, so you got a fairy tale love coming, okay? This is going to be somebody with whom you feel butterflies when the two of you are together, okay? This is, like I said, this is some shit you've always dreamed of. And so you think if I'm finna get some stuff like this finna come to me, you think I'm finna be dragging my damn feet with trying to let go of this shit? I'm telling you, because I keep telling you, even if it has nothing to do with this person, you will start to mistreat this person and do things to this person just because of the energy you're sitting in, because you're carrying, energetically, you're carrying shit from other relationships. Okay, we have the love lessons card. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. Okay, so you need to think about the effort some of you was putting into this last relationship, because some of this stuff y'all was telling me in the damn comments, I would have been left that motherfucker alone. Okay, and I'm not saying that to make light of y'all or to, you know, put anybody down or anything like that, but like I said, everybody got their levels, everybody got their things they will take and what they won't take. But I keep telling you, the longer you with somebody and they mistreating you picking up their shit, they picking up your shit. Okay, and you start to think that the things that you go through are normal. Like, let me give you an example. I grew up with where me and one of my parents didn't get along really well, right? I grew up with my grandmother, but my mother and I, we've been at odds for as long as I can remember. Okay, we just don't, you know, sometimes you just don't get along with people. It don't matter. You ain't got to, it doesn't matter if you share the same DNA or whatever. Sometimes you just don't, right? So I'm saying this to say that when you go through things like this, okay, you think that it's normal what you're going through. Like when I was younger, I thought it was normal, and I didn't realize that it wasn't normal until I got out in the other world, and I met other people, and I had other friends, and I saw how they were with their mothers and stuff like that, and I'm like, this is some different shit going on here. You know what I'm saying? And but it took time for me to realize it. But I'm telling you this, giving you this example from my life to show you that I thought the stuff that I was going through at that time was fucking normal, but it wasn't. It wasn't in the majority of things. I understand everybody goes through stuff, right? Everybody has that, like I said, that one person that they butt heads with on a regular basis, okay? But when you become an adult, the things that you picked up when you were a child, they on you to get rid of, all right? And so if you know that a situation or a person is bringing you down, or you've tried everything you could to fix it and it didn't fix it, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Don't let nobody brainwash you, because I tell you, I'm always the queen of this. I don't care if it's unpopular or not, an unpopular opinion or not. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care who it is. If this person wants you in their life, they should care enough about you and love you enough to fucking try to compromise and find a way for the two of you to get along, and vice versa, okay? But if you're trying with this person and no matter what they do, you can't get it together, you gotta motherfucking move on. And then when you move on, you gotta make sure you take this shit here and you get rid of it. Because if you don't do it, it's like you moving on, but you taking the damn person and the shit along with you. That's the point in me saying the things that I'm saying to you. I had never said nothing about what I just told you. I've never said it before on the channel, but I'm talking about it now because I feel like this is like some serious shit, okay? And then when you have issues with a parent, it will leak into your relationship if you don't fucking deal with it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, okay? So whatever this is, okay? Whoever you be around, that's a problem. It's about you walking away from all the shit that ain't right for you, okay? Because you can tell at the end of your interactions with people how you feel at the end, whether this person is boosting you up or whether they fucking dragging you down. And if they dragging you down and you can't find a way to fix the shit between them, then you just gonna have to wash your hands and walk away. But you got to make sure you get rid of this shit, because I told you, when you're around somebody, you pick up their shit, they pick up yours, right? So whatever this is, from a relationship or whatever the fuck it was, because it don't have to be a romantic relationship for you to be abused or you to be in jacked up situations. So you need to figure out what the fuck it is, because you got this beautiful thing coming, and if you don't figure it out, you could mess up something really beautiful, okay? And like I said, you've been through too much to not get what it is that you want. But you gotta listen. I keep telling you, it's not gonna come for free. You're gonna have to do the work for it. And the things that you want the most, those end up being the things that you got to work for the most, okay? Because like this, I sit here at this table, I love this fucking shit. I would sit here and read all day long if Spirit would let me do it. But I realized I have somebody coming into my life now, and I can't do this all day long every day. I have Soul Tribe that's coming into my life, so I can't make my whole life about work. Because like they tell you, anybody on their deathbed, they never said, I wish I had worked 30 more hours a week or some shit like that. You never hear people say that. They always talk about the relationships that they had. They wish they had spent more time with their people, okay? So I'm trying to take these things that I've learned in my life and get you to understand this, so you don't make the same mistakes that some people did. Because when I want, like I say, even though I love this, I love the fuck out of this. I love to be able to help y'all. I love doing this every day. I need a break just like everybody else needs a break. You know, I need to have other things going on in my life, just like y'all need to have other things going on in your life. Okay? But you got to make sure you okay when you going into something, because you want to show up the right way. You want to set your boundaries. You want to know, you know, what the expectations are. You want to give your expectations. You want to do all these things, but it requires you to deal with your shit in order for you to show up that way. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Okay? All right, let's move on. Okay, the next placement we're going to talk about is an accurate portrayal of your person's personality. Okay? All right. So we have the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Five of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this person is somebody steadfast. They're stable. Okay, they're grounded. All right, they are someone who, you know, is like very practical. Somebody who, like I said, is top shelf. Okay, they're a boss. So with the Five of Swords, this is someone who will do what is necessary to win at all costs if it's something that they really want with the Five of Swords. So like I said, you show your person some shit like this, they like, okay, on it, I got it, I'm gonna work on it until I get it. And like I told you, it's not a thing where you got to go balls to the wall all day long every day. Set aside a certain amount of time each day and work on your shit and then move on with your life. It doesn't have to be this overwhelming thing. Okay, so then we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this is going to be somebody very fair. It's going to be equal love, equal give and take. They're going to give you what they're wanting, and they're going to give you back what you give them. Okay? All right, let's move. Let's clarify. Excuse me. Okay, so this person's going to follow Spirit's lead with the guide card. Okay? There will be lots and lots of communication with this person. You will always know where you stand with them. You will never be left out in the cold trying to figure out what the hell is going on, or what did this text mean, or what did they say, or whatever. And then if you don't understand, this will be someone with whom you can go to for clarification and not have to sit and wonder because you got somebody coming in and out of your life. This is going to be somebody who's going to be here, and they're going to stay as long as the both of you agree that you want to be together. Okay? Then we've got the commitment card here. This person, like I told you, they ain't fucking around. They're going to come in dating with intention, letting you know how they feel. And they are headed towards this with you, okay? With commitment. With commitment, marriage, all of that. So we have the family card here, okay? It is talking about fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. This person, either you're going to have kids with them, you could, like I said, birth a business and kids together, or you could be blending your families together and having children, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. Let's clarify. Hang on. All right. So this person is showing up as a businessman or businesswoman. Like I said, they're a provider. You know, they're going to provide, you know, stability, a stable situation. Okay, they have a very busy lifestyle, but they're always going to make time for you. And then we've got this thorns, painful love. This is your twin trying to come in. I keep telling y'all, this person this week, I've been getting gobs and gobs of cards from this person because they are trying to insert themselves in because they know that this person is on the way. They're almost here. Okay. All right, let's get one more card here. Okay, so look at what's showing up. It says commitment issues. It says someone here is afraid to fully commit, whether they admit it or not. Emotional walls are high and avoidance is running the show. This is how you show up when you shove down your fucking emotions and you don't deal with them. Okay? Like I said, you can't just shove it down for a little bit and for one thing and not shove it down for everything, because it's not like it's a you're compartmentalizing and saying, okay, I'm just gonna shove this down for this one area of my life and then everything else don't work like that. If you shoving it down for this or for whatever happened to you in the past, it's going to continue to show up like this in this connection. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because this is the person that is going to be closest to you, okay? Along with like your children, if you have children, or you know, whatever. And so if you want this person to be open with you, you got to be the same way. If you want them to open their heart, you have to open yours as well. It's only fair, okay? All right, let's move on to the next placement. The next placement is talking about the driving force, this person's intentions for wanting to be with you. So we got the Knight of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have the Two of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. Again, fire sign, okay? Fire sign energy. Excuse me, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I forgot this was an air. Okay, so this person has made the choice, okay, with the Two of Wands, that you're the person they want to be with. Like I told you, this is a person with always has options, okay? Seven of Cups, because I told you they're top shelf. This is a boss. They have a lot of people after them, okay? But they're very picky about who they allow into their lives, because they do the work on themselves and they realize that everybody is not the same, okay? Then we've got with the Knight of Swords. This is about this person wanting to, you know, to bust up in your life, come up in your life and sweep you off your feet with the Knight of Swords, okay? Come in out of nowhere. And then with the Page of Wands, this person is very excited, very curious about you, you know, beyond what they see. They're wanting to see what's behind the veil. You know, like when I show you the High Priestess, and there is like a piece of material behind them, a veil. They want to see what's back there, okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so we've got the springtime. The springtime may be when you and this person come into a commitment, or for some of you, this could be when you actually meet your person, okay? Or if you are online with this person, that could be the time where the two of you come together, like finally get together face to face. We've got the lessons card showing up here. This person is learning their lessons, okay? And they're doing what they need to do to unstick themselves from certain situations that they've been through in their life, okay? All right, let's pull some more. Okay, so we've got the distance card here. Separation, space, okay, blockage. While the two of you are apart or at a distance, this person is using the time wisely so that, like I said, they can step into their best selves when the two of you finally do come together. All right, let's pull for you. Hold on. Let me see what these are. Okay. If you don't fix your shit, this is how you gonna show up. Okay? Because this is what I'm trying to tell you. We be thinking, oh, well, I'm going to be able to control it, or I'm going to be this and I'm going to be that. But I'm telling you, it's like an autopilot thing, because it starts, the root is your, you know, the root is your thoughts. Okay? And whatever those thoughts are that are hidden back here in this subconscious mind, they running the motherfucking show. Okay? And if you suppressing and you know, not wanting to show your feelings and stuff like that, I'm telling you, you are going to inadvertently do it. You're going to do it on autopilot. You're going to self-sabotage. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay? So we got the Wine and Dine card here and Fifth Dimensional Lover. You and this person are already together in the fifth dimension. I tell you that all the time. It just needs to manifest here in the 3D. Okay? You and this person are going to be, you know, spending a lot of time together, going out, getting to know each other. Then we have unspoken feelings. It says you're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. Okay? So, you know, at first, you're going to feel it. They going to feel it. Nothing may be said about it in the beginning, because you both have to take the time to get to know each other. You have to move slowly. I told you, this is not something where you want to move at 100 miles per hour. Because if you're going to be with this person for the rest of your life, or at least for the long term, what is the rush? You need to be able to be comfortable. Your person needs to be able to be comfortable. You got to relax with each other to be able to have a good time. Okay? All right, let's move on. The next question we're going to talk about, or next placement, is how does this person truly feel about you? Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, we have the Three of Swords showing up here. Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio for me when it shows up, and the Ten of Wands. So this person feels like you've had your heart broken with this Three of Swords, that there's third party, because there is someone still in your energy, because just like this person can sense this person can sense the other one, okay? Because all of you are empaths. With the Ten of Wands, they realize you are still carrying certain burdens that need to be dealt with, okay? Like I said, they can sense that shit too, okay? Because this is going to be somebody with whom you can't lie to. They're going to know immediately when you fucking lie, all right? Because they're an empath too. You know how you have that radar where you can tell when somebody lying, or you can tell when someone is not being truly themselves or being authentic? They got the same thing, okay? And then for some of you, this person is on an empathic level that is higher than yours, which means they picking up shit that you don't even realize they picking up. Because look at this. They picking up the fact that you got burdens that you carrying, that you done had your heart broken, okay? And they realize that you are a very loving person, that you're psychic as well, and you have a lot of love to give with the Queen of Cups, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, we've got abusive drunken love coming up here, and we have abandoned, not committed, okay? So these might be a couple of the things that you need to take a look at when it comes to this Three of Swords and this Ten of Wands here. I feel like it's clarifying those two cards, okay? Whatever this is, it needs to be dealt with, okay? If you're wanting this connection to start off on the right foot and have the potential to be successful. And then we got the Rock On Solo Dolo card. The reason why this is coming up is that this is about you learning how to be okay, like truly be okay, single, okay? Because some of y'all been single for a long time, but this is about you thriving as a single person, okay? And not sitting around putting your life on hold, waiting on this new person to show up, okay? Because like I said, this new person is healing themselves, but they fucking living their life. So you need to be living your life too, Sagittarius, okay? All right. So look, we got happy family. It says you're creating or aligning with the family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Like I said, this is something neither one of you have ever experienced before. So that's why it's requiring this level for you to show up in, okay? All right. Let me get the cards for your person. Okay, your person is letting go of things that they felt bound to or felt trapped in or, stuck to in their lives. They're letting it go, okay? This person is all about action, and they're being guided by spirit, because there's the bird. I tell you, the birds for me are representative of spirit, okay? And then we've got the release card. They're releasing, letting go of things that no longer serve them, because they realize the purging is very important. Okay, so this person, like I told you, they got strong ass intuition. Your person could be a seer, okay? They could be cognizant, okay? They are, what is it? Oh God, this is what I am, I'm always like, oh my God. Clairaudient. They could be. I know that they are clairaudient. That both of you are, because you both picking up on messages from each other, okay? And so this is talking about telepathy. It's talking about an inner knowing, and the heart song. They can hear your heart song. You can probably hear theirs as well, okay? Then we have the longing card here. It's talking about this person craving, aching, wanting to be with you. Because, you know, I feel like a lot of you may think it's one way, but it's not one way. This person is already in love with you, okay? All right. So, you know, they're wanting to have a second chance, okay? Reconciliation, because it was a past life connection. Wanting to make amends for those of you where you had, you know, the fallout with each other. Take it as it resonates. And then the opportunity to have a second chance to do things right, all right? Okay, let's move on. The next thing we're going to take a look at is talking about some cards to describe the relationship in the future, okay? How it's going to be in the future between you. Ooh, okay. Cards jumping up in my face. So we have the Ace of Wands, okay? The Lovers, Gemini energy. We have the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign, or someone with a lot of Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have the Four of Wands. So you and this person have the potential to be so fucking happy, okay? You're going to be, you know, vibing on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You're going to make the choice to be in a connection with each other. You're going to have a very passionate new beginning with this Ace of Wands. A lot of spark, a lot of, you know, happiness, a lot of attraction. With the Page of Pentacles, it's going to start off like this, okay? And so you're stepping into stability, security, groundedness, long-term relationship with the Page of Pentacles. It's going to start off like this, but this is where you're headed, towards this major arcana card of the Lovers, okay? If you make the choice to do that. And you know, there's going to be a lot of stability, a lot of commitment, a lot of celebration with this Four of Wands, okay? All right. Let's clarify. Okay, so when it comes to your person, they're looking back at the past, okay? Forgiving people, forgiving themselves for certain things, because they're ready to head in this new direction towards you, okay? They're healing, okay? Releasing, purifying, cleansing, so that they can come into this connection. I told you this earlier, with an open heart, receptive, empathetic, vulnerable, okay? Okay. So we got the ice block card. Okay, some of you may show up like this if you're suppressing and you're not healing. Then we've got interfering temptations. This is your ex and your person's ex showing up. Okay. Then we have the love offer that is gonna come in. Okay, for some of you, this person is actually gonna bring you flowers. Okay, male or female, don't matter. And then we've got the tantric sex card. Okay, even your love life is going to be on a whole different level than what you're used to, okay? Okay. Okay, look at this. Look at this, Sagittarius. Happily ever after, okay? It says you're no longer wondering if it's the right person. You're building something beautiful with them. So take this seriously. You know, show yourself and show this person that how much you respect and how much you want to be in this relationship. It has to do with how you move. It's not just what you say, because you could say that shit all day long. It's just like with your exes, right? They gave you nothing but a lot of fucking lip service, but they didn't back up none of it. And so you don't want to come into this situation just like that, because I'm telling you, when you come in and you falling short, you acting just like the people in your past acted with you. That's why we're talking about them, okay? All right. So the next placement we're going to look at is going to be a message passed from me to, you know, from your to you from your person's higher self, okay? Here we go. Okay. Okay, so we have promise and we have faith. So faith says, I have faith and hope in our connection and in us. I know you have been brought into my life for a reason, and it's bigger than the both of us. I know that we are destined to be together and have faith that God, and have faith in God that they will find a way for us. Okay? Okay. Then we've got promise. It says, I want to make you a commitment. I want to make a commitment. I wish you knew just how special you are to me. It kills me not to be able to tell you. You amaze me with your compassion and kindness through this time apart. I promise I will make things right with us. Okay? All right. Okay, let's get a few more. I got a different deck that we're going to look at. So we have attraction. It says you're going to like what you see when you meet me because I'm exactly your type. Okay? Then we have denial. It says, what truth about yourself are you avoiding that could be interfering with your openness to love? Okay? What did we just talk about the whole reading? Okay? Then we have event. It says, don't be afraid to get out of the house more. It may be an opportunity for us to meet. Okay, so some of you, like I told you, some of you, this person is, you know, they're around you. You're seeing them on a regular basis, but you just don't realize that it's them. Okay? All right. Let me get these messages from Spirit. Then I'll get some more messages from your person. And then we're going to get the Oracle cards before you go. Like I said, come on, Sagittarius. You can do this. You can fix your life. You can fix the shit. It may seem overwhelming, but I feel like it's because you're looking at it like this. You're looking at it as in everything that you have to do. You have to break everything down into pieces. Like how they say, how do you eat an elephant? How do you eat anything? One bite at a time. You don't take, you know, a hamburger and shove the whole damn hamburger in your mouth. You don't eat it like that, right? You take bites. And so it's the same thing with this healing. You take one thing, like start off with the largest things and focus on that and beat them down and then move to the next thing and the next, okay? So we've got planning phase. It says take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality, okay? Then we have open doors. It says you have many options, so take your time to choose what's right. Like I told you, you're gonna have a bunch of people coming at you, and you gotta be on your P's and Q's. Okay? That's why you gotta deal with these bottled up emotions, so you know exactly what you're looking for, and your energy is clean and it's clear, and you got a clear mind, so you can look at what the fuck is going on. Okay? Then we got Valley of Shadows. It says step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. So this is about you facing your fears. Because like I said, I know some of y'all are scared to go back and look at some of that shit. But that's the very reason why you need to do it. Because you're not going to have time to be doing all this in-depth work that you have time to do now when this person comes. Because you're going to be busy living life. I'm not saying, you know, like I said, you still going to need to be working on your healing. But this is your best chance for you to get rid of a lot of shit that you need to get rid of. Okay? That's why you have this time. Okay? And don't think, like I said, stop thinking that, oh, I can just wait until the person gets here, or I'll get to it sooner or later. Because I keep telling you, that's a horrible thing to have your person come in and then all of a sudden you back in separation, or some shit happens, you know, and you end up shooting your damn self in the foot. And then, like I told you, the way it happens, it's on autopilot. And so it's almost like you'll see yourself doing the shit, but you won't be able to fucking control it because it's coming from thoughts and things you need to fix. Okay? All right, let's get a few more messages, and then I'm gonna get these oracle cards, and then we're gonna let you go. Hold on. Okay, we have I can't get enough of you. We have I compare others to you, but I feel like in a good way, not in a bad way, like they don't compare is what they're saying. I feel so drawn to you. I find you so attractive, and then I do love you. Okay? Okay, you are my biggest wish. If you reject me, I don't know what to do. I won't know what to do. Then we have, you are the one. I know we are meant to be together. All right. Okay. Let's get these romance, I think it's romance fairies oracle cards. I don't know, the box is somewhere over there. Okay. Whew. Okay, Spirit is telling you, open your heart. It says, love is the highest energy of all. Let it in. Then we have magnetism. It says there is a gravitational pull to each other. Okay? That's how it's going to be. It's going to be like when you meet this person, you're just going to want to spend time with them. You're going to just automatically feel drawn to this person and not even know why. Okay? But like I said, something about them is going to feel very familiar to you. Okay? Even though you don't know each other, or if you do, maybe it's somebody that you haven't known intimately. And when I say intimately, I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about somebody that you never gotten close to and like really sat down and talked with. Okay? We've got divine timing. It says a serendipitous event. Okay? Then we have freedom. It says healthy space and room to breathe and room to fucking heal. Okay? And then we got falling in love. It says sudden feelings that this is the one. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Look, like I said, you can do this, Sagittarius. Stop thinking that you can't. You're a very strong sign. You got a lot of shit going for you. And like I said, this separation is not something that is a punishment from Spirit. It's actually a gift. It's a present for you to focus on what you need to focus on, so that when you get into this connection, you're not distracted from things that you need to do for yourself by being in this relationship. Okay? The relationship shouldn't be a distraction. It should be adding to your life, but it can't add to your life if you're not opening yourself up to it because you haven't done the work you need to do. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to continue on with new love and your soulmate by doing another spread, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Hope everybody is doing well. Okay, let's see what Spirit's got to tell us about your person. Okay. Okay, that's the card I saw in my head when I picked up this deck. Okay. But we're not going to that card first. First, we got to do the overall energy. So the overall energy for this week's reading, Sagittarius, is the King of Wands. This is a fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is talking about like you and this person preparing to be together. You have a protector coming into your life, someone who is going to have your back, male or female, okay? This is a situation where you and this person are going to have a lot of passion for each other. And it's also talking about, you know, someone with whom they're going to need their space. And I feel like a lot of you are going to need your space as well, because you Sagittarius, I have Sagittarius placement. I'm Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius Venus. So I know all about the space. It's like I'm good for a little while. And then after that, I got to have my space. You don't give me my space, we're going to have a problem. So I feel like that's why this card is showing up, because it is talking about, I feel like it's going to be both of you that are going to be like that, where you'll spend your time with each other, and then when it's time for you to go your separate ways, to have your time apart, you're going to do that. So it's going to be a meeting of the minds when it comes to that, okay? Underneath this is the Knight of Cups, water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is about both you and this person coming in with your heart on your sleeves, laying it all out on the table. Baby, I love you. I want to be with you. Okay, I see you, you see me, let's do this, okay? That's what this King of Cups is about. And I feel like both of you are going to come to Jesus and have that moment together, okay? Underneath this is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is about both of you learning how to believe in yourself and to understand and to know that you can build up the courage and the inner strength to enter into this connection together, because you can have the type of relationship you want to have. I feel like a lot of you doubt it because of the things that you've been through in the past. And I feel like for a lot of you, your person doubts it as well. But this is Spirit telling you that all things are possible. You can have what it is you want in this lifetime. It's just going to come in divine timing. That's all, right? So underneath this is the Lover's card, is Gemini energy. This is talking about you and this person making the choice, because the Lovers used to be called the choice, making the choice to be in this connection together, and you vibing on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, okay? And with the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to have a long-term, stable, committed relationship. This person is going to be your life partner if this is what the both of you agree on, okay? And then look at this. You got all these aces. What the fuck is going on, Sagittarius? What you been doing? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Sag. Look at all these damn cards. You got the love, the Ace of Cups showing up here, the love overflowing. It's two flowers. It's a fish. It's some fertility. It's all kind of shit going on. I love it. I love it. So this is about both of you coming together, loving yourselves, loving each other, the just the love everywhere, the cups just overflowing. You're giving each other the cups. You like, yes, mine's overflowing, and they saying, yeah, mine overflowing too. Here, you take this cup. I love it. So this is about a brand new connection, okay? And it, like I said, for some of you, this could be somebody from your past. And when I say your past, I am talking about someone with whom you did not have a romantic connection with. So don't be coming at me in the comments, because if this is what Spirit gives me, I'm going to give it to you. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying this King of Wands. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm liking what I'm seeing. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. So look at that. Admiring your beauty. Yes, baby. Yes. Look, we got the same hairstyle. I love it. Then we got love being in your arms, kissing you. So this is how the both of y'all are going to be. I'm telling you, I can hear people in my head screaming, get a room. And motherfuckers being envious. This is the type of love I like, baby. When, like I told you, just like with that Knight of Cups, you leave it all out there. You don't give a fuck who see. I love it. But like I said, get that bond together before you go there like that in front of everybody, because I told you, you going to have that fucking riffraff coming out of the woodworks trying to fuck your shit up, okay? All right. Let's get some more cards. Let's see what else Spirit's got to say. Okay, look, still standing. Elton John, I'm still standing in my head. I see, I've got me on here singing. It says, you didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test. So like I said, whatever you and this person go through, as long as y'all know how to handle it in a healthy manner and you don't attack each other, your relationship is only going to get stronger and stronger as time goes by. Because like I said, you understand each other. There's a meeting of the minds. You see how they both have their heads touching? That's what that's telling me, that there's a meeting of the minds, that you see, you know, you have very similar ways of thinking and the ways of moving. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages for your person. Okay, when it comes to your person, okay, we've got them being mute right now. The reason why they're not saying anything is because the time is not right yet, okay? Then we have the deception card. So there could have been some things this could talk about in the past, your person going, you know, being in a lot of connections where there were deception. I told you, for a lot of you, your person, because they're a boss, because they, you know, they have money, they've got all these, you know, good things. People have seen that and tried to be with them just for the things that they have and not for who they truly are. And this deception could also be something that your person had been refusing to see in the past, but now they're starting to look at it. Okay, let's clarify. Okay, and then we have confusion. It says uncertain, unclear, unsure. Let me get one more card. Yeah, longing. So this person, you know, they're going through a period of, you know, like I said, trying to heal their shit, but, you know, they long for you. They crave you. They ache, you know, they're aching for you and they're wanting to be with you. Okay. The confusion could just be coming from them trying to heal, trying to understand what happened in the past and trying to heal certain things in preparation for the two of you coming together. Okay. All right. So the first placement we're going to talks about, or the first question is, how does this person indicate that they're an extension of you, Sagittarius? So we got the Page of Cups showing up here. Oop, I got to cover that up because we don't want to be showing none of that stuff. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups. This is a water sign, or someone with a lot of water in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This Page of Cups card is talking about the two of you coming together with a love offer. It could also, for a very small amount of you, because there's some of y'all almost in every sign, where you had a false start with this person. If this is not your story, don't take it. Don't take this message because it's not for everybody. You had a false start, some of you, with this person, okay? And somebody owes the other one an apology, or you could both owe each other an apology. You know who owes who what. You know what happened. But this is about this person coming back to rectify things, to fix things, okay? There's a card in this deck that talks about an apology. And there's a person, it's a person with a crucifix on their hand. And I feel like I see that in my mind. That's what Spirit is showing me in my mind. So this person is going to come back and apologize. You know, if they're the one that owes the apology, that's what they're going to do. That's what their plan is, okay? Because I think they feel badly that things happened. Whatever happened between the two of you happened, okay? I feel like they feel ashamed, okay? All right. Then we've got the Queen of Cups showing up here. This is Scorpio energy when it shows up for me. It could also be Pisces and Cancer, but it is talking about, having a lot of love. You and this person, I feel like this person has a lot of love for you, because look at all the emotion back here. Look at the water, the waterfall here. This reminds me of Niagara Falls, right? So this is how much love this person has for you, okay? And I feel like once the two of you come together and, you solidify this connection, you're going to have a lot of love for this person as well, okay? You're both psychic, because the Queen of Cups is like one of the most psychic cards, or hell, the most psychic characters in the deck, in the tarot deck. And it is talking about, just the love that the two of you have for each other. All right. So I feel like this connection is going places. All right. So we're going to clarify. So yeah, your person is purging. All right. They're letting go of that uncertainty, being unclear, being unsure, the deception, right? And with the self-worth card, this is about them loving themselves. That's why that Ace of Cups is showing up like that, overflowing, because this person is, like I said, setting themselves up, because they know to love you, in order to love you the way they want to love you, they got to love themselves too, right? So that's what this person is doing, okay? Then we got the Chasing card here. It says pursuit, okay, and resilience. So this person is going to be coming towards you and chasing, okay? All right, so let me get some cards for you. Ooh. Okay, so we got the blocked card. I feel like this is your ex here. It says it stings to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase the ghosts. Okay, so this could have been the twin that blocked you, or you blocked them, but I feel like, we moving on from that shit there. Okay, so we have butterfly feelings when I'm with you. So y'all getting all the beautiful cards, okay? The longing, the love, just kissing you and loving you and all these things. And I love it. I think it's so beautiful. So we got the platonic passion card showing up here. It says you didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. So like I said, you're going to come together with this person. Okay, it's going to start off as friends, because we got friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other one only sees this as friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. I feel like that last sentence does not apply to this connection. Spirit is saying that the two of you are going to start out as friends with your person already loving you and already wanting more. Okay, and that it's going to evolve into this, this passion. This platonic passion is going to take over. It is going to go from being a friendship into, this, you matching this person's feelings for you. Okay. All right. Okay. Next placement we're going to talk about, Sagittarius. It says, how does this person amplify me or show me how to be better? Okay. So we got 3 cards that fell. We have the 10 of Swords. We've got the 7 of Swords, and we have the Justice card. Okay, Justice is Libra energy. So this is about you and this person letting go of betrayal, letting go of, this person, that's what they're doing, because we had the deception card show up here, right? That's like the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords together, this person's been betrayed, backstabbed, stepped on, lied to, all these things. And so this person, I feel like, is going to be an example to you of how to let this shit go, because they've been through as much shit, if not more, than you've been through. And so this person's going to teach you how to let this crap go, how they've done it, and how to, for the both of you, how to balance yourselves out for this connection to work out. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Elton John is just a singing. I'm still standing. I still hear it. All right. So some of you may be coming together or coming into a committed connection in the summertime. All right. Or some of you may have met this past summer and you may be coming into a committed relation, becoming committed by the summer. Okay, we've got the running card showing up here. All right. It says ghosting, disappearing, invisible. These are the things that you have gone through with these respective exes that you've had. Okay. But your person's going through an awakening. I feel like you are as well. You're both ascending. And so you're stepping into new energy where there's going to be new beginnings. You're going to try again. The two of you are heading off together in a new direction and you're starting over. All right. Let's get your cards. So we have, oh Lord. Okay. This is the twin. I feel like this is what both of you are letting go of. Okay. Cuffed, controlling lovers that wanted to try to control the situation, have everything their way and not give a fuck about what, either one of you wanted. Okay. But you are stepping into a new timeline, a new phase of your life where this is going to be about you getting what you want instead of being in situations with people, like I told you, who treat you badly and who don't give a shit. So you and this person are going to be very happy. You're going to be very content with each other. Okay. Spirit is telling you, you need to be careful that you don't make the same mistakes that you used to. It says different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. And I tell y'all this all the time, and I'm going to remind you one more time. When you do not do your healing, when you do not look at all the things you need to look at, you're setting the stage for the same things that happened to you in the past to happen to you in the future. Okay? Because I keep telling y'all, even your soulmate can't act an ass if you have not done your healing, okay? Or you'll go into it, like I told you, there's a lady that talked to me in the comments, left a story in the comments. I can't remember what sign it was for, but she was saying how, she was, she realized she hadn't healed everything she needed to heal. She got into a connection with her person and everything's starting to come up. She's angry at herself. She's angry at everybody. She's angry at her person. Her person didn't do anything. And she realizes now what Spirit was telling her, how important it is to heal. And let me say this, it's not just you healing yourself. This is about you becoming the ultimate you, the ultimate Sagittarius, right? So this is about all the areas of your life working. And in order for all the areas of your life to work, Sagittarius, you got to make it happen. So you got to look at the areas of your life that are not working the way you want it to. Like for instance, some of you may have a career or a job. You may have a dead-end job. Some of you may want to actually start your own business. You may have dreams of things that you came here to do. Okay? If you keep getting them psychic hits from Spirit or from your, getting them hits from your intuition that you're supposed to be doing something else, I'm not telling you to go to work tomorrow and to quit your fucking job. But I'm telling you, you need to start making steps, making moves to step into the things that, because I told you this is about you being authentically yourself. And being authentically yourself is, we talking about in every area of your life, not just your love life, okay? Because being you is what you do. It's the way you speak. It's the way you think. It's the way you move. It's everything. It's not just, okay, in this relationship, I'm going to show this person who I truly am, but then I'm going to go out in the other areas of my life and just fucking put back on the mask. It's not that type of thing. It's not that type of party. Okay? So that's why I'm telling you this time, is so important. All right? We looking at it as in, oh, my person, where's my person? But it's not, you're not supposed to be focused on this person. You're supposed to be focused on you and your goals and what the fuck you got going on. So that when that person comes in, you can stand there. You know that card, it's a card in this other deck that I always use. And it's like, it's confidence, right? With the guy is adjusting his tie and the woman, she's got on, you know, she's got on business attire, but when you look in at the shadow that she's casting, it looks like she has on a damn cape, like she has on a superhero outfit. So this is about you stepping into that part of yourself, because there is someone, okay, a timeline with you, Sagittarius, standing in that damn business attire and casting that fucking shadow of somebody that is, you know, fully and totally confident. And the way you build your confidence is about self-love, and then it's also about the actions you take, because you know you love yourself. Some of you need to get your ass in the gym. Let's be honest. Some of you need to get your ass in the gym and start working out. You see me, right? I got on my workout clothes. So like I told you, the things I tell you, I'm fucking doing it too. So what I'm saying all of this to say, it's time for you to light a fire under your ass and do the things that you got to do. Because it's not just about you healing what happened with this person from the past. It's about you fixing all your shit, okay? Because I keep telling you, this person that's coming in is top shelf. They do all these things. You see that it's a card we talk about all the time that comes up in this deck. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because this is a small deck. Because I want to show you this card. Because it comes up a lot. And it talks about this person being their best self and how they're working on themselves to step up and be the right look. So this person is in the gym. This person is eating right. This person is, you know, they counting their coin, okay, and trying to get more coin because they know you coming, and they're in their mind. They've already thought out scenarios for the two of you to be together. Like I said, this person, I told you, they're all about planning their life with intention because they plan on being with you. Okay. So if this is what you want, this is the person you want to be with, and so on and so forth, you got to show up. You got to show up as this person's complement. Okay. You got to, which means you got to get yourself together. You got to figure out what your shit is that you got to deal with and start working on it. Okay. All right, let's move forward. Where are we on? Okay. Next placement talks about what is it? What's the lesson? What is it you haven't learned so far, Sagittarius, when it comes to this situation? Okay, we have two cards that fell. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Eight of Swords. So they both fell upside down, and I feel like the reason why is because, okay, so first of all, let me tell you, the Queen of Swords, air sign is someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I feel like the reason why these two cards fell upside down is because Spirit is saying this is what you're supposed to learn, to get out of your fucking head, let go of these limiting beliefs, understand and believe, like we talked about with the what is it? The Strength card. Believe in yourself. Know that you can make this work. Because I tell a lot of y'all this, okay? This person has been through so much shit, but they're coming at this. They're still not allowing the stuff that happened to them to cloud the way they look at this connection, because they know you it. They know you the one. So you want to be in this connection with this person. I feel like most of you are hopeful, but you still not looking at it from the right lens. You're looking at it from a negative place. Like, oh, what if this happens? Or what if this happens? What if that happens? Okay, but what if it fucking works? What if it works out? What if the two of you come together and you're the happiest you ever fucking been, and you ride off into the sunset together? What if the motherfuckers try to come at y'all and you able to bond together? You know that them movies, the westerns. There's a movie with oh god, Idris Elba is in it, and the guy, you know, the one that went to court. He went to court and got in trouble because he was beating on the white women. I can't remember his name, but he's in it too. And the one he was like in the universe. He was like one of the superheroes and stuff like that. Y'all know, somebody gonna put his name in the comments. But they were in this movie, right? And in the movie, it's him, the one, what's his damn name? Well, anyway, the one that went to court, and the Zazie Beetz is the woman. That was his woman in the movie. So they having a shootout. And they come together with their backs together, and it's like he's got her back, you know, got that side, and she has the other side, and so nobody can come up behind them and do anything to them because they both watching each other's back. And so I feel like that's how y'all gonna end up being, that type of thing, that Bonnie and Clyde type of thing, where you got each other's back and stuff like that. But it has to do with you believing that it can occur, that you believing that even though you've been through all this fucking shit, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Like they tell you in manifestation, circumstances don't matter. It don't matter if you had a horrible fucking existence before today. That doesn't mean you can't have a beautiful life from here on out, but it's what you believe. It's when you dig in here and get this shit out. Okay, it's when you stop suppressing these fucking feelings and letting it out. Okay, because you got to deal with it. You have to deal with it. It sucks. It hurts. Nobody wants to deal with it, but you got to deal with it because this type of shit, this is what makes you fucking stronger. This is what makes you so that the next time anything comes in out of the way, you like, oh fuck, I done already dealt with that. I'm good, you know, or I know what to do if something comes in and it's messed up. I know how to deal with it because I've dealt with this many times before. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Okay. So some of y'all, okay, your person might have tats. We got the divine masculine card showing up here. Okay. And then we have winter. So some of you, your person is coming in immediately because winter starts next week. Was it next Sunday? I think is it the 21st? I think it's the 21st, first day of winter. So if you live in the States, winter is like a few days away. So for some of you, your person is about to show the fuck up. Okay, look at the water. I'm looking at the water. It's like, you know, you see the movies and the person's hiding in the water and they come up out of the water. That's what they look like to me. But what I'm telling you is that either that, or for some of you, it is you and your person coming into a commitment, and you know, in the season of winter. Okay, so like I said, you know, be positive. Understand that things can change. Things can change on a dime, but it's how you think about it. You can't just be thinking about, you know, negative Nelly or negative Nathan and, you know, all this kind of shit. You can't be like that, or David Downer, because, you know, I told you I believe in damn equality. If you're gonna say Debbie Downer, then damn it's David Downer too. So you have to start to think about this shit in a positive way. You're supposed to be excited. How you gonna be excited and be like, well, maybe it work? I'm like this. I'm going all the fuck in. I don't know about y'all Sagittarius, but I'm going all the fuck in because I look at it like this. I told you this before when we used to talk about the twin, but I'm telling you about this when it comes to the new person. I am going all the way in. I'm gonna open my heart up and show him the S on my damn shirt, because I'm not going to let what happened to me in the past stop me from having a beautiful fucking future. Okay? I feel like week after week, we get told the same thing. And so nothing has changed. Nothing has deviated from what Spirit is saying. The only thing that needs to change and needs to deviate is you and the way you fucking think about this situation. Okay? I understand you want to have hope, but fuck that. Know what's going to happen. Okay? The things that you want in this lifetime, you have to know they're going to happen. I tell you, I talked to y'all about me manifesting a car. I couldn't be like, oh, well, I hope it happens. I hope it. I was like, I don't give a fuck what happened. That goddamn car going to be sitting out there in the damn yard. And now, anytime anybody talk about a new car, I'm like, yeah, it's already out there. I'm like, yeah, it's already sitting out there. It's already sitting out there. And I knew it was going to happen. I didn't care what the 3D showed me. I'm not telling you I didn't have down moments. I'm not telling you, you know, you see things and sometimes your mind be wanting to go to doubt, but you have to drag yourself back and be like, this is a blessing. It's a present. Call it a Christmas present or a damn New Year's present or whatever the hell you want to call a birthday present from Spirit. And just say, I know what I'm going to get, because Spirit is telling me about this person every week. And Spirit is not going to sit here and tell you this shit over and over again and then turn around and pull a switcheroo on you. You got to stop thinking like that. You know, we've been through a lot of stuff and I get it. It beats you down after a while and it makes you start to, you know, doubt certain things. But I tell y'all this all the time. I feel like that is the motto of life. Can you go through these slings and arrows? Can you go through all these things you go through and come out on the other side and be like, fuck that. I'm not going to think no negative shit. I'm going to think something positive, because if you don't think positively, if you want to continue, well, maybe, then that's what you're going to get. If you want positivity, you're going to have to be positivity. I tell you, whatever you want from that other person, you're going to have to be it. Okay? So it has to start somewhere. Okay? So we got the realizations card. It says epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. So this is what this person is doing. I feel like they're trying to open themselves up to as many possibilities as they can when it comes to this relationship, okay? So we got the player card. You know who the hell that is. But you and this person, you're going to have a busy lifestyle. I feel like you're going to have a lot going on together. You're going to be traveling, working together. I feel like a lot of you are going to be doing things together, and it's just going to be a beautiful time. But you have to allow it to be that way. You can't let your past dictate your present and your future. You got to stop living back there. Like I said, the only reason you should be going back to the past is to fucking kill it so that it don't affect where you're headed, okay? So we have honeymoon phase showing up here. It says, this is the beginning, beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance, okay? So like I tell you, watch what's going on. Watch what's going on. Observe your person. Do whatever it is you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable. But you need to go in with a mindset. It's like when you get ready to go into the gym. You got to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. Or when you getting ready to start a exercise plan. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You have to prepare yourself. Okay, because it's like when you're trying to stop yourself from a bad habit, right? You can't just say, okay, I'm going to stop smoking. They say you're a smoker. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to stop smoking. You have to start to tell yourself, okay, what are the things that trigger me to smoke, right? And when those things show up, what am I going to do instead of picking up a cigarette and smoking, right? And then you got to think of some things you can do that will make you not want to pick up the cigarette or make you less inclined to do it, stuff like that. Because you may still end up picking up the cigarette. I'm not saying that it's going to completely stop you from doing it, but at least you've started to think differently, and you know that you have other choices other than picking up the cigarette, okay? So it's the same thing with this. When you go into this, you're, like I told you, be thinking about what the hell type of relationship you want to have with this person, how you want to be loved, how you want this person to treat you, okay? And then, like I said, you got to be ready to be forthcoming to explain to them what the hell is going on, even though, like I told you, they're going to understand because they've been through a lot of the same stuff. But this is about you opening up and being authentic and being honest with this person, because you are trying to establish a bond of trust, okay? A bond of trust that I feel like you've been searching for all your life, and now you got somebody coming in that's gonna give you exactly what it is you want. But I feel like what's crazy is that this is when you're at your most afraid. This is when you're most afraid, because you just came out of some shit with somebody. You've healed yourself. You're standing on the precipice of jumping into something with somebody else, and you still trying to fix other areas of your life. So you got a lot going on, and I get it and I understand. But this is where you got to boss the fuck up, okay? Because you dealing with a boss, so you going to have to show up as a boss too, all right? I ain't saying, I'm telling you, just because somebody's a boss, it doesn't mean they never get afraid. It doesn't mean they never get nervous. It doesn't mean certain things don't intimidate them. This is somebody, though, that's high functioning. So what I mean by that is when those things happen, they fucking suck it up and they do it anyway. And so that's what Spirit is telling you, okay? If you want this shit, you're going to have to fucking fight for it. Spirit is bringing it into you. But it's up to you what you do once the person gets here, okay? All right, so we've got the divine timing showing up. It says things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. You got to step into who you are. You have to step into the boss bitch or boss man or boss woman. Let me say it like that. The boss man or boss woman that deserves this type of person. And it's you got to exude it. It has to be the way you roll from now on, okay? All right, let's move forward. All right, the next placement we're going to talk about is, what is the blessing? What is it you've missed so far while focusing on the negatives or the worry or the doubt, okay? Because these things cloud your judgment, and it be other things going on, but you don't see it because you so worried, you biting your fucking nails and upset and crying and all this kind of stuff. Like I said, fuck up, buck up. Come on, buck up. Get it together. Get it together. You a fucking Sagittarius. Represent. That's what I want to tell you, okay? So we got Ace of Swords showing up here, right? And then we have the Seven of Wands. And so this is talking about guarding your energy, right? It says, what have you missed? Okay, the fact that you're guarding your energy. But look at this person. They're guarding their energy, but they look like, they just chilling. They just having a good time. They're guarding it, but not in a way to where it starts to become oppressive or become negative or whatever. Like I said, you could be on guard, but it not show in the way that you hold yourself, in the way that you carry yourself. Okay. Then we got the Ace of Swords here. So I feel like this, what Spirit is saying, this is about, putting yourself first, having your own back, okay? Because you're not by yourself. You're being guided, always being guided by Spirit. And then we got the Ace of Swords here. It's about communication, about truth, being truthful, right? How you going to get what you want, Sagittarius, if you don't tell the truth, if you don't tell people what is actually going on? Like I said, if you want to be in a relationship with somebody, you're going to have to fucking let them in. You're going to have to let them in. You're going to have to dig down fucking deep and find whatever courage you got left and bring it to the forefront and let this person in. Okay. Like I said, because I look at it like this. It's a risk. I tell you this all the time. Love is a risk, right? But I don't care. I'm going to keep trying until I motherfucking get it right. That's the way I look at it. Like I told you, when you love yourself, when you work on that self-love, I told you, when you get it to a certain level, I know, like I told you, I can't stop nobody from hurting my feelings, but I know it ain't gonna be the fucking end of the world, and they ain't gonna get to drag me like they used to be able to when I didn't care for myself. I know that yeah, it may hurt a little bit if something don't work out, but I know I'm gonna be all fucking right. And I feel like that's what you need to be taken from this, to know, not let it scare you or shake you to that fucking point. Don't let it shake you like that. Because like I said, you going in, you're being discerning. You looking for red flags, all these types of things. If you know you being vigilant, unlike the way you were being before, then you're going to have a different experience. And then once it gets to a certain point where you can trust this person knows that they can trust you, then you can start to relax. Okay? Nobody's saying that you're never going to get to that point, but how the hell you going to get there if you don't open yourself up and you don't try? Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so like I said, it's not only this person coming in. We have your soul tribe coming in, okay? We got the pride and ego card showing up here. I feel like the reason why this is showing up is because your person is currently going through the dark night of the soul. That's what's happening. So for those of you, this showed up, I think, for Scorpio too. So for those of you where, you upset because this person ain't here yet, number one, you ain't fucking ready. You ain't always all the way 100% ready is what I'm telling you. And also, this person has things that they have to go through as well. Because sometimes, let me tell you, I got to keep telling y'all, that dark night of the soul ain't no motherfucking joke. If you ain't ever been through it, look, I'm saying it like this. It's a damn blessing and it's a damn curse. Because, the reason why I say that is because when you come out on the other side, it's a blessing because you got a lot of beautiful things awaiting you on that other side. But I say it's a damn curse too, because when you going through that goddamn shit, like I said, it's like going through hell with gasoline drawers on. I'm just going to tell you just like that, okay? That is something where when I see this card, I'm like, whew, that's one thing where when I tell you, when I talk about being shook, this for me makes me shook when I see this, because I'm like, I don't want to go through that shit. I've been through it twice, and it is no joke. So that's why I say you got to relax. You got to back off. Let this person do what they got to do, because you don't want to be in no relationship with nobody when they going through no shit like this, because they don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing. They not going to come in as their best selves. Even though they love you, it's a spiritual depression. And so it's like the excitement and all the stuff that you have for certain things in your life, it's like it all goes away temporarily. Okay? It comes back. But you be having some fucking negative times. You just be looking through that lens and you just be like, I just don't give a fuck. Because like I said, it's somebody that was talking about that. They was going through dark night of the soul. Somebody in the comments for their fucking birthday. And they was saying they couldn't even get out of the bed. So I was like, baby, I know how you feel, because I'm telling you, it ain't what you want. It's a good thing once you get through it. But like I said, while you going through it, it's some damn hell. Okay? So like I said, your soul tribe is coming in. This person is a part of your tribe, but you have other people that are coming in as well. That's why you got to open yourself up too, because I told you, you can't suppress for one person and then not suppress for everybody else. It don't work like that. Okay? You got to just open. That's why I told you, just heal it and open your dang self up. Okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so we have for your, see? Curse, it says hex, witchcraft. It can also be negative mindset, because when you talking to yourself crazy, you're cursing yourself. When you say, oh well, I don't know, you don't know if it's gonna work out, because I don't even want to put I in that. So I'm saying, when you say you don't know it's gonna work out, that's what life is gonna give you back. Whatever the fuck it is you say, that's what's gonna happen, because it's not what you want. It's how you're identifying. So when you say things like that, that means 9 times out of 10, that's how you're identifying, because you said it, right? It's your thoughts. Your thoughts lead to your words and your actions. So if you thinking like that and it's coming out of your mouth, then you're going to be moving like that. And then the world is going to reflect it back to you. That's the way it works. Okay. Then we've got influences here. It says attachments, third parties, and peers. So I feel like, this could be your person's ex trying to do this shit, because they know that your person is moving on. Okay? Because like I told you, you both gonna be getting it from both of them. It's not just you, your side and your crazy, it's his too. Or his or hers too. Take it as it resonates, okay? Let's clarify. So we've got, oh Lord, scorn next level. See, I told you. That could be either one. It could be the twin or it could be your person. Because I feel like they pissed, because your person is the type of person to where when they threw at your ass, just like a Scorpio, okay? When we threw at your fucking ass, it's over. You can't say nothing. You can't do nothing. We don't want your ass back, okay? So I feel like that's what's going on with this person, because I told you, your person's ex is got those narcissistic tendencies. If they're not narcissistic, saying, you don't let me go, I let you go when I'm done, that type of shit. So the stars are aligning for the both of you to come together. Okay, like I said, Spirit is telling you all this stuff. It's so many things that have to happen, Sagittarius, for you to come for you and this person to come together. A lot of things have to happen. Okay. And we've got unspoken feelings here. It says you're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. All right. So, but like I said, it's coming. You're going to end up with this person. That's why I told you, just chill out, live your life, enjoy yourself. Like I said, who did I tell this to? I don't know if I told this to, I don't know what sign I told this to, but I'm going to tell it to you. Let's do a 90-day challenge. Let's do a 90-day challenge. Let's see how much fucking fun you can have in your goddamn life over the next 90 days. How about that? How about you make a list of all the things that you've always wanted to do in your life? And because some of y'all are waiting for this other person to come before you start living your life. And I'm like, You got to be living your life now, okay? Even when I was manifesting my car, I didn't say, oh, well, I'm just going to sit here in the fucking house until the car comes. I didn't do no shit like that. I fucking was out. I was out doing what I needed to do, taking care of what I needed to take care of and stuff like that. Life don't stop. Just because you trying to manifest something or you trying to bring somebody in, life don't stop, baby. Life is always lifing. You're always manifesting. Things are always moving. So every day that passes by, I tell you, you can't get it back. So you need to be living your life. You need to be doing whatever. Like I said, if it's somewhere you always wanted to go, fucking start to make plans to do it. Even if you don't actually go into the end of next year or the middle of next year or whatever, so what? That's something for you to look forward to. That's what I used to do. When I used to be in them damn dead-end jobs, that's what the fuck used to get me through it. I used to, because I love to travel, so I would always pick somewhere. I'd be like, okay, we got to get us a job. I'd be like, we got to get us a trip, because I'm just, when I started to get fed up, I'm like, I have to have some type of incentive to stay in the place until I got ready to leave. So I would just pick somewhere I wanted to go and just start to make arrangements to do it. And then when the time comes, I would just get up and go. And then that way, whenever things got bad, I would always just be like, well, you getting ready, fuck that shit, because you getting ready to, you know, get on the plane and go here, you know, or we getting ready to do this, or we getting ready to do that. You got to find ways to pull the focus back on yourself. It's always about you. It's never about the other person. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. We talk about the other person, but you see, a lot of this stuff I tell you in these readings are about you. It's because, like I told you, it starts with you, okay? All right, so the next placement we're going to talk about is, what is the warning? It says, what can you learn that's going to help you maintain this connection in a healthy manner, all right? Okay. So we got the Knight of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and the Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. So Spirit is telling you, you got to let go of these wounds, okay? Let go of these wounds. And let me say this, when I talk about wounds, let me tell you, you still living, you still picking up shit. People still doing shit to you, okay? People still doing shit to you. This is life. There's always gonna be that slice. It'll be somebody cut you off on the fucking road. It's gonna be people, you know, where you call somebody up to do something and you get fucking frustrated because you got to talk to the damn what is it, the automated system, the AI. And then by the time you get to somebody, you done told your fucking story like 15 times. There's always things that are gonna irritate you. There's always things that are gonna stick in your craw. You're always gonna have wounds. So I'm telling you this to tell you, be working on whatever the hell is going on. I told you, you can always be better. There's always a sore spot when it comes to something. There's always something you can focus on. This is about you constantly working on yourself to be better. Because I told you, when you get in this relationship with this person, right? The relationship is only going to be as strong as the both of you are independent of the connection. Okay? So this person, your person, I feel like they got their head on right. They know what, you know, they have an idea of what it's going to take for the two of you to be in this connection and for it to go right. All right. So I feel like they have already just started to institute, you know, ideas and habits that's going to be conducive to having a good, relationship hygiene. Okay. And I feel like you need to be doing that as well. You need to be figuring out ways, like I told you, have your me time, right? When you have your me time, it's all about self-care. It's all about taking care of Sagittarius. Because like I told you, if you don't take care of Sagittarius, you can't expect nobody else to take care of you. All right? That's why I tell you, you have to fill your cup up. It must always stay the way this is. It must always be this way. And the only way it's always going to be this way is if you work on it on a regular basis. Like I told you, I tell you, I give you an example. I love on myself every day if I don't do nothing else. If I don't do nothing else. If I don't meditate, because I meditate too. But if I don't meditate, I'm always going to fucking love on me. Because I know that, I'm telling you, it is like central to everything. All the rewards you're getting, all these beautiful things that are happening to you. If you want to sustain this, if you want to sustain that relationship with this other person and for it to be healthy, you got to love yourself. You got to think you the best thing since sliced bread. And I told you, self-love is important for a lot of things. Like I told you, when people hurt your feelings, it's okay. You able to dust the shit off easier and be able to walk away from it without being completely and totally and utterly devastated and like, oh, it's the end of the world or whatever. Because it's like you'll feel bad, but then it'll be a little voice in your head that's like, that's all right. That's all right. Because I'm here. I love you and we gonna fucking get through this. And that may sound corny, but it's the damn truth. You gotta, like I said, you gotta love you. You gotta put yourself first and you gotta do what it is you need to do to make sure you always okay. Okay? And this is about you, you know, with this Knight of Swords, being ready not only to be swept off your feet in a relationship, but also you doing that for your person. So the things that you want your person to do, you need to be listening to what they're telling you that they're requiring from you as well, because it's about both of you doing the work to make this relationship work, not just one side. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Okay, so your person is going through periods of solitude. This is like the hermit because they're going through that dark night of the soul. But I told you, you are their inspiration. I feel like you are the thought that helps them to get through, you know, the things that they're going through when they're having hard times. Okay. Then we have, look. Oh, Sagittarius. This is what I'm talking about. Only you. I hear that song in my head. Only you. somebody said, I think they said it's the Spinners or whatever that sings that song. And it says devoted, attached, craving you, always craving you. This person just really, really, really wants to be with you. They really, really, like I said, they not only love you, I feel like they genuinely just like you, okay? And I feel like that's more of a damn compliment than the damn love, because I told you be loving people. It's people that I love to death, but I fucking can't. I just fucking hate them. I don't like them. You see what I'm saying when I say that? I don't like them. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So we have thorns, painful love. You know who that is. But see, you stepping into fairy tale love, okay? You may not believe it now. This may sound like just some stuff that I'm saying, but I'm telling you, I am telling you, as a reader that has had this relationship with Spirit all my life, Spirit keep it 100, even when you fucking don't want them to keep it 100. Because you know they quick to point out your shit, right? Your shit you need to work on and stuff like that. So if you believe them when it's the other shit, why you can't believe them when they telling you about the good stuff? Okay? It ain't no hoping. They telling you what's going to happen. They're telling you what's going to happen. All you got to do is do what they're recommending that you do, and you walk right into exactly what it is that you want. Okay? So we got holding you back. It says you're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. Okay? So self-abandonment is when you focusing on the other person and you not focusing on you. When you know you got other areas of your life that you need to work on, but this all you doing is looking at this person and you not looking at the other stuff. Ain't nobody saying you look at that person, but they shouldn't be your number one focus. Your number one focus should be on you. Because like I told you, I don't know about y'all, but when I step in, you know, it's going to be like, what do they say? What Jay-Z say? Go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off. That's how I'm going to be when I step up to the person. I'm not going to be lacking. I hear ain't no half stepping in my head again. I'm not going to be lacking. It's going to be a thing where I'm going to be able, you a boss, but hell, I'm a boss too. That's the energy you need to exude, because confidence is one of the sexiest things in the world. You may not be the most attractive person, but if you confident, it can take you a long ass way. Okay? All right. Let's move on to the last placement. The last placement says, what's heartwarming? What do you need to know for the future? And what positives is this person going to bring to your life moving forward? Okay? We've got the Page of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Page of Wands, fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so what you need to know for the future with the Page of Swords. You know this person is watching you, but it's also talking about delays. You need to learn how to deal with delays, because everything in life, if you trying to manifest and you trying to live this life, everything ain't gonna come to you when you want it to come to you. Some things you'll be able to manifest and they'll just show up just like that. But there are other things, especially if there's something that you have to prepare for, you have to identify a certain way. It's just going to take time. Because like I keep telling y'all have never been through this. Your person hasn't ever been in this type of relationship, and you haven't either. So there's preparation that has to be done on both sides. You're not going to be able to just step up in the shit and know, oh, you know, I want this, and then just step up in it. It's not like you going to damn Pizza Hut and ordering a damn pizza or Burger King where you can have it your way. No, Spirit is saying you can have it your way, but you're going to have it your way when they tell you it's time for you to have it, which means that you have to show up a certain way. And so instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it by complaining about this person, you want the person to come, you want the person, just put your head down, do the work you need to do, Sagittarius, and know when the time is right, this person's going to show up. It's going to show up. And I'm telling you, when it shows up, you'll look back at all the stuff in the past and realize I wasn't ready. When you experience this person, experience the relationship, and see how you show up and how this person shows up and how you feel together, you're going to be like, this was the exact time it needed to show up, because I wouldn't have been ready in the past. Just like with my car. It was like 2 or 3 times when I was supposed to go get it, and something always ended up happening. And then now when I finally got it, shit, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm telling you about the 2 or 3 times, right? When I got in the car and I'm riding down the damn road and I'm bumping in my damn car. I don't give a fuck about what happened in the past. Okay? Let me tell you this. I had to grind to get the money for my car over like a month period. Like I working every single day for like 30 days to get that car. But you think I give a fuck about that now? When I get in it and I'm riding, do you think I care? I don't give a fuck about that. Every day I get in my car and I drive it, I'm like, thank you, God. I'm like, it was worth every fucking day, every day of them that damn 30 days in the fucking sun. That's how you gonna be when you get into this relationship with this person. You're not gonna care about none of this shit we belly aching over right now, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and, okay. So with, like I said, with the Page of Wands, this is talking about, you know, excitement, curiosity, communication between the two of you, okay? So like I said, it's you just got to realize sometimes there's just going to be delays to things. It's not going to always show up exactly when you want it to. Okay, so this person is getting rid of whatever ways they feel like they were victimized in the past. And they're coming in a spirit of devotion. I told you this person's going to admire you, devote you. I mean, be devoted to you, devote you. Going to be devoted to you. And it's going to be a beautiful relationship, okay? Intimacy, bonding, sexy time, confiding, okay? All right, let's pull some cards for you. So we've got the twin, distant, going separate ways, anger issues, bipolar disorder, baby. Okay, see, they trying to come because they know this person is on the way. And for some of you, they right there, because I told you they're going to show up in winter. So we got boredom, losing interest. So some of you may be getting bored about this situation, losing interest in this person, or this could be talking about, you know, this other person, the ex that you're bored and you've lost interest in them. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is talking about the soulmate. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You'll reignite. You'll reignite when the person comes. If you bored and you're losing interest, like I told you, focus on yourself. Stop worrying about this person. When it's time for them to come in, they're gonna come in. Look, always sneaking around lying about things. It's the twin. Okay, we have this person loves your scent. I tell you that, either your body scent, your the perfume you wear, or both. And then let's get one more. Yeah, look, there your twin. Once a cheater, it says, history has a habit of repeating itself when accountability is missing. Cheating isn't just a mistake, it's a pattern until it's healed, okay? So you and this person are from different worlds, this soulmate. It says this connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. So like I said, you got to be ready for this too, because like I said, you will have a lot of similarities in the things you've experienced, but you still will be coming from different backgrounds. So you got to get to know each other on that level as well. You have a lot of things that you're going to have to focus on. That's why I'm telling you, get your coin and your body and, you know, your life together right now, because you ain't going to have time for that shit when you get into this thing with this person. Because think about it. It's somebody new. It's like a kid with a new toy, right? You get a new toy. You ain't thinking about all that old shit, right? So this is how you're going to be. I ain't saying you ain't going to go to work and you're not going to, you know, take care of yourself. You're not going to eat. You're not going to do these things. But the majority of your time is going to want to be spent with this new person. So that is why now it is important for you to be focusing on these things, because when this person comes, you know, you'll be able to put more time and energy into them because you already have this in order. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages from Spirit. Okay, so we have this card cracks me up, the clown. It says duality dance. It says seek balance amid the chaos. Find harmony within yourself. Okay, so this is about you balancing out your life. Then we have roots of stability. It says ground yourself in what nurtures your being, establishing a stable base from which love and career can bloom. All right. So it's about, you know, you just building a foundation that can handle the new things that you have coming in, okay? Then it says a mountain of mastery. It says ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of mastery of the mastery mountain pathway. Okay, it's just, you know, you're rising to a new level of, you know, of like you being successful and triumphant. And then that other stuff, I don't know. Some of these cards are a little weird. Then we got Spirit Link. It says, stay aligned with your highest dreams and ideals to find success. Like I tell you, focus on what it is that you truly want, okay? Because you got dreams. You got dreams outside of a relationship, okay? And so, like I said, for me, I wouldn't be a totally 100% happy if I hadn't gotten my career together. That for me was a sore spot, and I had to fix that. Okay. So like I said, everybody's got their thing. So your person's waiting patiently. It says they're grateful for the spiritual lesson. They feel so drawn to you. They say you speak to them through music, and then they would do it all again. I told you that's how you're going to feel when the person comes, that you would do all of this again and go through everything. And you're going to realize why all them other people were jackasses and didn't love you and mistreated you and all that. You're going to understand all of it when this person comes into your life, okay? Okay, so we've got, I won't ever stop loving you. I have a confession to make. We belong together, all right? Okay, we have mission. It says together we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together. I am determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work together as a team, okay? So you got to be ready to do that. You got to be ready to work together. So if you know, teamwork, like I said, I'm not saying you still not going to have part of your focus on your stuff, but it won't be like it won't be your entire focus like it can be now, because you know you're going to have this other person, okay? So then we have mine. It says, I want to take the honoring path towards you, so I'm taking responsibility for my situation first. I'm coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I'm ready for our new beginning, okay? All right, let's get some hold on, I'm going to get one more message, a few more message cards, and then we'll get the romance fairies. It says, you don't realize how perfect you are to me. And then it says, you're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. All right, now we'll get the romance fairies. Okay, so we have rekindle. It says, an old flame returns. You know who the hell that probably is. It says, okay, this could be, let me say this. This could be talking about the soulmate, because the soulmate is an old flame, but it's just from a different lifetime, okay? And then it says, spirit soul path, a personal evolution within your relationship, okay? Then we have manifesting the one. It says, very soon your true love will arrive. Like I told you, some of y'all, that person is right around the corner, because we already about to step into winter now, okay? Then we have disguise. It says some elements of this relationship are hidden. Yeah, because you're not supposed to know everything, all right? And your person isn't either. We have love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. And then we have twin flame recognition. You've known this. You know this soul that mirrors your own. So we're going to throw that over there to the side. Okay, Sagittarius, look, you can do this. You got this. You can fix this. You know what you need to do. You know what your homework is. Go do it. Okay? I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Lee's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to keep moving forward with new love, and we're going to do another reading for you and your soulmate. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So, they're stealing from me. They're stealing my videos. So that's why you see this sign. And that's why you will hear sometimes in the video me saying who created this video. Okay, if there's a loop playing in the background. Anyway, so just so you know, on Tuesday, December 30th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, I will be reading live with Yamaya from Soul of Yamaya. Okay, so if you want to see me read live, that's when I'll be on next Tuesday at 2. It has to be at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, because she is in the UK and we have to do it at a time when both of us are able to do it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. There will be a replay for those of you that, you know, that are unable to make it at that time, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, Sagittarius, overall energy for this week's reading is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. It is talking about, you know, you believing in yourself and building up your courage and inner strength in order to have you know, the type of relationship you want to have to step into this connection with this person. Okay. All right. Underneath this is the Four of Cups. This is talking about feeling left out in the cold, okay, from, I feel like, past connections, okay, but this is something that has to be overcome so that you don't bring this into this new connection with this new person. Underneath this is the Six of Cups. This is talking about you and your person, your soulmate, being past life, you know, being in past lives together, many past lives together. This is also a soulmate card and is talking about reunion because you've had past lives with this person, okay? Let me tell you this. This is for some of y'all. Some of y'all are getting it mixed up, okay? I'm talking about a soulmate. I'm not talking about no twin. If you in some type of relationship with somebody who is dogging you, who is mistreating you, this ain't the reading. That's not what we talking about. The person that I'm talking about, or the people that I'm talking about, are the soulmates that are coming in after we've all been through, you know, the horrible connection with people mistreating us. So if you watching and you talking about twins, this ain't that reading. We talking about the aftermath of that. For those of you who keep talking about, oh, it's the twin and the soulmate and the it's the soulmate. We not focusing on no twins no more. Okay. All right. Then we got the Ten of Swords showing up here. This is talking about, you know, betrayal, backstabbing, lies, cheating, all of these things. I feel like both of you have gone through this with the Ten of Swords. And again, it is talking about, you know, the both of you needing to overcome that, okay, in order to prepare for this connection with each other, because you can't bring that stuff in, because what happened to you is not your person's fault, and what happened to your person is not your fault, okay? Then we got the Page of Cups showing up here. This is a water sign or someone with a lot of water in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is Pisces when this shows up. Spirit, also, excuse me, not spirit, but also with this card, this is talking about for a small amount of you. If this is not your message, please do not take it. It is talking about you having a false start, that because there was a Four of Cups there, right? So some of you had a false start with your soulmate. You know exactly who this person is, and something happened between the two of you, and this person is coming back to apologize, or whoever got to apologize to who, to make amends, okay? So you know what your story is. You know the way that it goes, but Spirit has this Page of Cups here. It is not just a love offer. It is a love offer that comes along with an apology, okay? All right, so we're going to start by clarifying this Strength card. All these things here. Okay, so, okay, in the next lifetime, that's talking about your twin, because ain't nobody, you know, checking for them. Look, in the Twin Flame card here, it says, they're your counterpart in growth, healing, and divine purpose. That's why it feels so intense. Okay, so we've got love being in your arms, kissing you. So this is how you and your person are gonna feel about each other, okay? Somebody in this connection is afraid to love. It's coming out on your side, Sagittarius. We talk about this all the time. You got to get your fucking shit together, okay? It's saying it's natural to guard your heart, but remember, every leap of faith is a chance for a beautiful landing. I keep telling y'all, you have to get out of this energy, whatever it is, because look, it's too many of y'all that keep talking about y'all healed, and then these particular cards keep coming up. So for some of y'all, I feel like some of y'all think y'all healed, but you really ain't healed, or you not healed all the way. You not healed the way you think you should be healed. Because if you getting heart palpitations when you think about coming together with this person, you ain't healed. It's something, like I said, if you're afraid of this person in any kind of way like that, where it's like, I'm saying like where it's aggravated, like it's big, like you getting panic attacks, or you know, you have massive anxiety and stuff like that, you're not healed. You are not healed. And you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out where the fuck all that's coming from and fix it. Okay? So we got same mistake showing up here. This is probably why a lot of you are showing up in this afraid to love thing, because of this same mistake. Spirit is saying different face, same emotional fallout. Until you choose differently, you'll keep attracting the same script. That's why Spirit is choosing your person this time. Because a lot of you, even with you being damn healed, you would choose the same person, because everybody had these types in their mind about, you know, and all that is the outside package. None of that means anything. Because like I said, you could have somebody that check all your 50 million boxes and they still come in and treat you like shit. So what does all of that matter at the end of the day if you getting treated fucked up? Okay? And some of y'all, like I said, that's the status quo for you because you've been through it all your life. Okay? You've been treated like that all your life. And like I told you, until you get out and you see other people and you experience other things in life, a lot of you may have thought that that was all there was, or those are the type of relationships, you know, that's, like I said, that was the norm because that's all you've been subjected to. It's like when you grow up in a household where there's abuse or there's mistreatment or you have narcissistic parents or something like that. You be thinking that the way that person is treating you is fucking normal until you get out and you see your friends or other people that you know, or you just observe people when you out and about and you see that there are people that have parents that treat their kids the way that they supposed to treat them, and they truly love them, and it's not a thing where, you know, they trying to get over or they abusive, or, you know, because I'm not saying everybody have things that they do, okay? Nobody is completely white. There's light and dark in everybody. That's why they talk about, when they talk about shadow work, because there's a lot of ourselves that we suppress because people tell us it's wrong, but it's not right or wrong. It just is. And so I'm saying all of this to say, you know, y'all need to start asking yourselves when these cards come up, because it be the same cards coming up almost every week. What are you afraid of? What is the problem? When you think about your person and being together with your person, how do you feel? How does it make you feel? And like I said, if you feeling anxious, you feeling scared, you feeling any of these things, you need to focus on this. And then, like I told you, for some of you, it ain't just the healing. You got to look at, you know, the areas of your life where you falling short. Some of y'all are still working dead-end jobs. Okay, you trying to be top shelf, but you ain't making top shelf moves. So you not doing your mission. You're not doing what you came here to do. Some of you want to start businesses. That's always been your dream, but you got to be making moves, Sagittarius. You can't just sit there and think somebody's going to come knock on your door and be like, hey, let me help you start your business. Or, hey, do you want this job or whatever? This is your dream job. Do you want it? It's not going to happen like that. You're going to have to go after it. Like I told you, it took me several tries over and over again. Like the first time I did this, it worked out and it started to get to a certain point, but then I hit a ceiling. I hit a glass ceiling because of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs I had. So because of that, I had to stop for a little while. I tried to come back several times, like 2 or 3 times. But I hadn't healed the things I needed to heal. And then this last time, when I came back this last time, because the time before this last time, my grandmother passed away. And that's what, like, just really, I didn't give a fuck about nothing when that happened. I didn't care about shit. Okay. So it was like every time I would come, something would happen, or I wouldn't be ready. But this last time when I came back, I had to do some healing. I couldn't just sit down here and pick up the cards and start reading. I was still, part of me was still angry about the shit that had happened to all the other times I tried to do this and I wasn't successful or on the level I want to be on. Let me say it like that, the level I want to be on. Cause the shit I want, I'm one of them people where if I'm gonna shoot all the way. I'm gonna shoot for the stars. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to see continual progress towards that. And I wasn't getting that. And I didn't like it. So I had to go and figure my shit out and figure out why there was a glass ceiling there. Why I couldn't get past, because it was like I was at 13,000 subscribers, I think now. I'm at over 23 now, 23,000. But I couldn't get past that 13,000. And I didn't understand why at the time, because I hadn't sat down and look through that stuff. But like I said, you be thinking you okay and stuff like that. But you got to go. You always got to be checking on yourself, because you can't expect somebody else to do it. That's because I keep telling y'all, your well-being is 100% your responsibility, not anybody else's. Okay. Then we got holding you back. It says you're dimming your light to keep the peace. Love should never require self-abandonment. So look, when you're afraid to love, it's holding you back. Okay. When you keep picking the same fucking people, I don't care if it's friendships, romantic relationships, family relationships, whatever the fuck it is. When you keep picking people that are bringing in one-sided connections, you holding yourself back. All of these things, that's what you're doing. Because you saying this, you saying with your mouth that this is what you want, but you're moving like this is what Spirit is trying to tell you. You're moving like this, and you're moving like this, and you're moving like this. Okay? All right, so y'all need to take a look at that, because these cards keep repeating. And when they repeat, it's Spirit knocking on your damn door trying to get your attention and tell you what the fuck going on, Sagittarius. Okay? So we got this first placement we're going to look at is talking about your summary of this past year of 2025. So we got the Three of Cups, High Priestess, Pisces energy, and we have the Fool. Okay? So what Spirit is saying is that this past year has been about you listening to your intuition with the High Priestess, okay? Preparing to or taking the leap of faith, because some of you are already in this connection with this new person we're talking about with the Fool. And then with the Three of Cups, you and this soulmate, you know, coming into union with each other or reuniting, because like I said, this person, you had a past life connection with them with the Six of Cups, okay? Let's clarify. Okay, so this person right now, they're healing, okay? So that's why that's why Spirit is showing you this. The answer is no card. They are working on themselves. This person understands the assignment. They understand what they need to be doing, because they want to come in with you and either combine your children together or have a family with you or do both, okay? And then we got the springtime here. So for some of you, this person is coming into your life in the spring, or you're going to come together in a committed relationship in the spring, okay? Take it as it resonates. Okay, so this person is focusing on dealing with their mistakes, okay? The misunderstandings, you know, the feelings of being a victim, and, you know, the lost soul feeling. They're dealing with all of those things in preparation of, you know, for the two of you to come together. Okay, let's pull some cards for you. Okay, so this person is your divine masculine or divine counterpart. Let me say that, because guys is, you know, call it divine feminine, change it and make it, you know, make it fit. So we have living the dream. This living the dream card, it says living the dream isn't a solo gig. Every day feels like the best plot twist when you're with the one you love. Okay, so this is where you're headed, towards living the dream. But like I say, you got to be the person that is embodying that energy. Okay, you can't step up as the old Sagittarius and think you're going to get new Sagittarius things, because it's not going to work like that. Okay? All right. So let's move forward. The next placement we're going to talk about is the biggest achievement that you had in this past year, in 2025. Okay. So we got three cards that fell. We have the Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Tower, which is Scorpio energy. Okay. So some of you got Scorpio placements. So with these three cards, what Spirit is saying is that you have had your foundations shattered or broken, or, you know, busted down, whatever you want to say with the Tower card. Okay. And they needed to be changed. They needed to be broken down. Okay. So that you could get out of this Five of Pentacles energy, feeling left out in the cold, feeling ghosted, you know, all of these things by, you know, getting mistreatment, constant mistreatment by people you trying to be in relationships with. Okay. And you're heading towards, or you headed towards this year, you know, recognition, like you know, your dream lover coming into your life. This could also, like I said, be about recognition or being in the spotlight for some of you. Okay. Let's clarify. Okay, so for your person, we have the Solitude card. It's like the Hermit. See, this is what this person is doing. They know what they got to do in order for the answer to be yes, in order to be able to come into your life. And they're doing that with the Solitude card. Okay, so we've got elusive showing up here. It says dishonesty, deception, trickery. This is what this person is working on, you know, working through these things that they've experienced in old or past connections with other people. Okay. All right, so let's pull some cards for you. Okay, so you are stepping into a new phase in your life where there's going to be a lot of happiness and a lot of contentment. Okay, but you have to embody that. It's not going to just come from outside. You have to embody that so that it can be reflected back to you. All right. Then we got the friend zone card, Sagittarius. It says one of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. I feel like the reason why this card is coming up, I've told y'all this before, if you've seen this card before, you and this person are going to start out as friends, which is what you need to start out as. You're going to move slowly. Because like I said, it's saying one of you wants more. It's the soulmate because they're already in love with you. And the two of you are going to slowly grow into the type of relationship that this other person wants. Okay. All right. And eventually you will want the relationship as well if you don't already want it. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move forward to the next placement. The next placement is talking about the energies that you need to leave behind. You need to leave the stuff you need to leave in 2025. Okay, so we've got the Emperor, Aries energy. We have the Moon, Cancer and Pisces energy. And we have the Star, which is Aquarius. Okay, so I feel like what Spirit is telling you, you need to leave behind, like the secrets, like you not being honest about certain things, or, things you may be doing, in the dark that need to come to light. I feel like this has to do with your feelings. Okay, like you not being honest with your feelings because of the things that you've experienced in past connections. If you want this connection to come out of the friend zone and go into a romantic situation, you're going to have to open yourself up. So that all that hidden shit is going to have to stay in 2025. Okay, you got to open yourself up. Again, with the Emperor card, it's about you standing in your power and knowing your worth and not second guessing yourself, believing in yourself. That's why we got the Strength card showing up here, right? And then with the Star card, you got to heal and let go of the baggage. Okay. And know that you're about to get your wish. You're about to get the thing that you wanted. One of the things you wanted the most in your life, you're about to get it, but you have to, meet Spirit halfway. It's not going to just be, they just going to be giving you shit and you not doing anything to get it. Okay. So your person is working on surrendering. Okay. They're surrendering to this connection and surrendering to what is happening, because like I said, they understand the assignment. They know what they got to do. So while they're doing that with this broken card, they've been shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. They're working through that pain. Okay. And getting rid of it. Okay, so we got the miles apart card showing up. This card is like showing up for almost every sign. So it says, even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance love is never easy, but it's not impossible. I feel like this is happening. You and this person are at a distance because you need to go slowly. You need to move slowly in this connection. And I feel like you being apart is going to slow it down and not, enable you to go 100 miles an hour. Okay. Because, you've been in situations like that, right? Toxic love that'll sting you. And then, situations with wounded lovers. Okay, we talk about your ex here with this wounded lover card. And so this is about you learning that if you take your time, a lot of times you can avoid this type of shit. Okay, because with this last person, you would have seen these things if you hadn't ran with the feelings and just rushed into it. Okay. All right, let's move forward. Okay, next placement we're going to look at is talking about what's the biggest obstacle you're going to face. Okay. So we have 4 cards that fell. We have the 3 of Wands. We got the Queen of Swords, air sign, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Parish card, which is Scorpio energy, and the Magician, Aries. So I feel like what Spirit is telling you is that this is about, you letting go of all these suppressed emotions, all these things you're shoving down, because that's why this card is coming up. Okay, because if you truly are healed, this card won't be coming up for you. Okay, so like I said, I'm not saying this card is for everybody because this is a general read, but if it's come up, this is not the first time it's come up. Let me say it like that. It has not come. This is not the first time it's come up, and for some of you, the damn commitment issues card has come up as well. So there's still some things you need to look at, because like I said, we are masters of fucking emotional suppression. Okay. And I feel like it is because if we were to allow all of that shit to come out at once, we probably wouldn't be able to deal with it. Okay? So Spirit is telling you, you don't have to do this all in one day. You don't have to do it all in a month. But you need to be, you know, working on this on a daily basis so you can release a lot of these things, because some of it don't have nothing to do with the last person that you were with. Some of it is talking about your childhood, the things you experienced, okay, whether it was parents, family members, other family members, you know, school, school, things that happen in school with your friends. It could be anything. Teachers, it could be anything. And so this is about you doing what you need to do to let go of these things, because Spirit is telling you, you know, a transformation is necessary for you and this person to be able to come together, because I just told you, you can't be the old Sagittarius and be thinking you just gonna walk into this relationship and not have to fucking do anything to get it. Because like I told you, everything costs in this life. Every fucking thing costs in this life. Okay? Then we got the Three of Wands. This is talking about, you know, waiting on your ships to come in. But I feel like Spirit is telling you, you know, be patient and just go live your life. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for anything. You shouldn't be waiting on this person. You should be living your damn life. I tell y'all that. So you need to like start to make lists of things you always wanted to do. Stop waiting on somebody to be there for you to do them. Because like I tell everybody, I'm a world traveler. I've been all over the world. Most of the trips have been by myself. Okay. And I had a damn ball. Okay. And I'm saying all this to say, if I waited for somebody to tell me they was ready to go when I wanted to go somewhere, I would fucking never go. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, you gotta, you know, decide how you want your life to go and be willing to put in the effort and do what it is you need to do it. You should be having such a good time. This is what Spirit wants. You should be having such a good time, Sagittarius, that when this person show up, you be like, oh, it's you. That's how you should be. And I'm not saying that like you should be scornful or anything like that, but it should be like a damn surprise. Like, oh, you know, I knew you was coming, but I had forgot to expect you. That type of shit. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Okay? Because you have all the skills, tools, and abilities that you need within you to manifest the life and the love that you desire. You just can't. The how and the when have nothing to do with you. That's what Spirit is trying to tell you. It's got nothing to do with you, Sagittarius. You put in your order. It's like Amazon. You don't put in no damn order at Amazon and then pick up the phone and drive them damn customer service people crazy, or get in your car and go to the warehouse and be like, you know, give me my stuff. Like, I ordered it. Why it ain't here yet? Give it to me. They give you a specific date on when it's supposed to be there. And sometimes it don't get there on the date you set, you know, they set for you. Because you notice they used to do, 2-day shipping, and now it's like 3-4 day shipping because of the, all the issues, the supply chain issues and stuff like that. They stopped doing the 2-day shipping. So I'm saying all this to say, just like you don't call them up and cuss them out, you know, because your shit ain't show up or whatever, or something going on with the post office, or, you know, it's the holidays now. So all that shit, it's probably so many people's Christmas gifts still backlogged that ain't got here. So, and you know why. It's because of Christmas. You know the reason why. So with this person, you know why they're not here yet, because you ain't 100% ready and they're not 100% ready. Spirit shows you every week what the fuck's going on with your person. So I'm saying all this to say, allow this person, give this person the grace to work on their shit. Because like I said, that shows that they really care about you. Because if this was your ex, they wouldn't give a fuck about none of this. Hell, y'all would already be together. Look, let the abuse begin. You would already be together with this motherfucker, and they be 100%. They be going 100 miles an hour trying to fucking abuse you, because they don't work on themselves. They not trying to be better. They don't want to see you be better. They jealous of you and want to pull you down. So I'm giving you the example of somebody who don't give a fuck about you versus somebody who really does have genuine feelings for you, and they want to be their best. Okay? So we got the Bound card. This reminds me of the Devil. It also reminds me of like the 8 of Swords. So this person is working on the things that have been holding them back, okay, when it comes to being open in a connection, okay? And so we've got the Withdrawal card. This to me, again, reminds me of the Solitude. It says single, lonely, solitary, okay? So this person has like been going within. They're pulling back from, you know, different people, different circumstances, and making sure that they're who they need to be in order to be able to bring you in or bring the two of you together. So when it comes to you, you should be working on, you know, standing in your divine counterpart energy, male or female. And then, you know, you're going to have a travel partner. It says you found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. But don't be sitting waiting on this person to come before you can travel. There's a lot of places in the world that you can go. And just because you've been there before, don't mean you can't go again and go with your person. Okay? I'm saying all that to say, don't put your life, stop putting your life on hold. Even if it's, and then for those of you, you don't even have to go and travel. Go and do things. Go, like if it's a concert you want to go to the concert. If you like opera, go to the opera. If you like ballet, go to the ballet. Go out and do things with your friends, or go out and do things. Even if you go and do things on your own, you shouldn't be sitting here like, oh, I'm just going to sit here until they get here. That's slowing your manifestation down when you do that. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. Stop obsessing about this person being here, because I'm telling you, it's not a magic bullet. It's not gonna make your life any better. It's you that has to make your life any better. See, we be looking for shit on the outside and saying, cause it's like them little kids, right? They be wanting that shit for Christmas. They be like, I want this, I want this, I want that, right? And then cause in their mind, they like, oh, if I could just have this, my whole life is gonna be different. It's just gonna be better. And then they get the fucking present, and what do? They rip the damn paper off the shit, and then they play with it for 5 fucking minutes. It'll look 5 seconds, maybe 5 minutes you'll get. And then they throw it to the side and they pick up the next shit. So I'm saying all this to say, I'm not saying you're not going to be happy the person is here. I'm not saying y'all not going to have an amazing relationship. But what I'm trying to tell you is that your person is not a magic bullet. If you want your life to be better, you have to fix it. If you want this connection to be healthy, you have to be healthy. Whatever you want from this person, you have to be the harbinger. You got to be the bringer of that yourself. And this person understands that. That's why they working on themselves like they are. Because they know the way that they show up, the energy that they show up in, they're trying to get certain things, or want it to show up a certain way, want to show up a certain way. And in order to do that, they know they have to be that. Like I told you, you can't be fucking negative Nathan or Debbie Downer or David Downer and coming into a relationship and think your person gonna be like, oh, it's this, is it. It's not gonna be like that. If you showing up negative, they ass is gonna show up negative. If you gonna be abusive, they gonna be abusive. If you still holding on to your shit and holding your emotions back from this person, they gonna do the same thing. Because I keep telling y'all, you mirror. People are mirrors in your life. So if you want to know what the fuck going on in your life, all y'all keep asking me how you heal. Look at what's going on in your life. Look at the areas of your life that are not working. And then ask yourself, what would I have to believe in order for this to be happening in my life? And then there's your answer. Okay? All right, let's move on. So the next placement we're going to look at is talking about, let me see. It is the goals and aspirations for the new year. Okay? What you're going to be aspiring to for 2026. Okay, so we got 3 cards that fell. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the World, all signs. And we've got the King of Swords, air sign or someone with a lot of air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So, standing in your power, knowing your worth with the 9 of Pentacles, right? This is you coming out as a single person who got it going on, right? Overcoming personal challenges, opening up new doors and opportunities for yourself, closing out old cycles with the World. And with the King of Swords, this is you standing in that independent energy, like you working on yourself to the point to where you know you top shelf, you know that's what you deserve, and you can be very selective, very picky about who you allow into your energy. And like I said, when you're in this type of energy, it comes out very intimidating to the other person, especially if they don't have their shit together. So it is a natural deterrent to motherfuckers that just want to play, that just want to play games with you and that are not serious, okay? All right, let's clarify. Okay, so your person is going through an awakening, just like you are, spiritual awakening. And so, look, there's going to be a lot of possibilities in this connection between the both of you. You're both going to be free-spirited, have a lot of adventures, take a lot of risks. Because remember, love itself is a risk. Any type of relationship is a risk. Like I said, y'all be, you know, quaking and shaking and knocking your knees, be knocking together and stuff because you scared. It's like that with any relationship, any friendship, any whatever, you know. But I feel like we put more stock into the connections with, you know, romantic connections, right? But there's a chance of you getting hurt with anybody. It doesn't have to be somebody that you're romantically involved with. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just like with manifestation, how they say the same energy you use to manifest a car is the same fucking energy you use to manifest money, and the same energy you use to manifest people. So I'm saying all of this to say that what it is, the difference between the car and the money and the person is how we blow it up, how we blow it out of proportion. Like that Nine of Swords, how we worry about shit, right? Cause like me, when I'm working on manifesting car, I don't worry about all that stuff. I know if I want it, I got it. I know that, right? When it comes to money, I've gotten like that too, but I had to work at it because I grew up in a household where there was a lot of lack thoughts and things like that. So I had to condition a lot of that shit out of myself. But now I relax. I'm like, fuck it. It's money. It'll show up when it needs to show up. That's the way you got to be. Like with your person, they'll show up when the time is right. You got to have that same attitude that you have for the car and the money towards your person or something. Think of something. You pick something that you good at manifesting, right? Anything. And just think about how your attitude towards it. You're not like, oh my God. Like I don't say, if I'm trying to manifest, let's say I'm trying to manifest dinner, right? People don't think about it like that, but when you go, however you get dinner, it's still a manifestation because it's still something showing up in your life. Whether you go in there and cook it, or you go out and order it, or somebody brings it to your house, it's still a manifestation, right? But I don't sit and say when it's time for me to get some food, like, oh my God, I hope the food comes. What if the food don't come? What if I'm just hungry? We don't do that shit about no damn food. So why the fuck we doing it about this person? The person is gonna show up. Spirit keep telling you. It's going to happen whether you fucking want it to happen or not. So that tells you right there that it's going to happen. The only thing Spirit is telling you to do is to prepare yourself so that they show up in the right type of energy you want them to show up in. Because your energy got to be right if you want theirs to be right, basically. Okay? All right. So for you, we've got the same page. So it says, and then look, this is an interracial couple. You see it? It says you want the same thing and you're both showing up accordingly. It says you're aligned emotionally and energetically. All right. Okay. And then we've got the butterfly feelings. When I'm with you, this is how you and your person are going to feel with each other. Okay. And this is about you letting go of these experiences of people always sneaking around, lying about things. Okay. And bipolar people, because like I said, there's so many people out here that, let me not say it like that. There are people out here, let me say it like that. There are some people out here that they're undiagnosed and there are things that are going on with them because you can tell the way they act, because the way they act is not quote unquote, let's say societal and cultural norm. Let's say it like that. So I'm saying all of this to say that you are moving away from these things. So you gotta make sure you heal from this. Cause like I said, if you in something with somebody and they like this, they bipolar, don't think you was in something with them and you didn't pick up something from them. That's why I tell y'all, when you know somebody ain't right for you, Sagittarius, get out. Okay? Like the fucking movie. Get out, leave, run. Because you don't want to be in something with somebody where they're, exhibiting this type of shit, even the sneaking around and the lying and stuff like that. Because I told you, that's how you get into that energy of you expecting it. It's like you get conditioned towards it because you are subjected to it day after day after day. You allowing yourself to be in the presence of it day after day after day, And so I told you, you pick up their shit, they pick up your stuff. And if the majority of things that you are entertaining has to do with trauma and abuse, you gonna be traumatized and abused. Okay. All right, let's move on. So the next placement we're going to talk about is how to achieve and manifest your goals for this next year. So we have the Hangman, Pisces energy. All right. We got the Seven of Cups showing up here. And we've got the Nine of Wands. So, okay, Spirit is saying that you should be aspiring to healing all of the things you need to heal with the Nine of Wands, okay? Because some of you still got a lot of things that you need to deal with. And it's not just what you went through with the last person you were with. Like I tell you, you got to go back to the origin, to the genesis of what happened. Then with the Hangman, this is about you letting go of things that no longer serve you. And I told you, some of you, it's not just these old connections that you've walked away from these people. You got family members and friends that are frenemies that you need to walk away from, because these people got you believing that they have your best interest at heart when it ain't none of that. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Because it's people, it's been people in my life where I told somebody else, another sign this week, where there was somebody that was like my friend, my bestest friend in the whole damn world. I had known this woman since I was a fucking teenager, okay? And she was a teenager. And if anybody would have asked me, I would have bet all, if I, you know how that people at the poker table talk about they go all in, I would have went all in on this person and been like, we gonna be friends for the rest of our lives. That's what I always thought, okay? I know, you know how they tell you soulmates are not always romantic. You have soulmates that are friends and stuff like that. That's how it was with me and her. That's how our relationship was, right? But this person had been subjected to shit. We both had been subjected to trauma, been in abusive situations, stuff like that. Not physically. Let me say that. Not physically, but you know, verbal and emotional and all this kind of stuff. Both of us had been through that. But me, I told you, I'm somebody where I like to heal. I don't want to be fucked up. I don't want to be 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, still fucked up from shit in the past. Because I'm telling you, because if I don't get rid of it, nobody's going to get rid of it for me. Nobody's going to knock on the door and be like, here, put all your put all your trauma and your abuse in this motherfucker bag, and we just going to take it away from you. It don't work like that. I wish it did. Because they could get all my money for me to just give it to them. Okay? But I'm saying all of this to say, same thing had happened to her, but everybody, you know, like I told you, I realize I'm not your average bear when it comes to healing and stuff like that, you know. I will keep doing what I need to do until till I finish it, till I do what I need to do, because I don't like being like that. I don't like carrying around shit, especially if it's some shit that I got from being in something with somebody else. I just don't like that. But anyway, this other person, they didn't do that, or the things that they were doing. I feel like what it was that it has snowballed and compounded over years, and that because of that, this person, I feel like if you let it get too bad, it gets to a point to where it looks overwhelming. When you start to look at it and look at what you need to deal with, it's like being in a dirty room that you need to clean up, right? And it's just shit everywhere. And you like, where the fuck am I going to start? Like the floor is dirty, the walls is dirty, the ceiling is dirty, everything is dirty, and it's shit everywhere. And you got to figure out how you going to clean this room. It's overwhelming. So I feel like that's what was going on for this person. And so, like I said, if you're not somebody that deals with that on a regular basis, or knows how to deal with your stuff, it becomes difficult. And people rub off on you. And a lot of times I tell you, that's why I tell you this all the time. You can change. If you allow it, you can change, or, you know, your character can change as a result of the things that you've experienced. So this person, to me, in my, you know, view, the way I saw it, in my truth, they became a different person to me. Okay. And like I said, I understand why it happened, but I can't allow you to dump your shit on me. And I work hard on myself to try to maintain a certain standard. I can't allow you to come in and because you need help, you're not asking for help, you this, you that. I can't allow nobody to do that. And you shouldn't be allowing nobody to do that either. If you've healed yourself, or you feel like you've gotten to a point in your life where you're in a good place, it becomes very imperative, very important that you watch who you're around, because you can bring people into your life that will add on to whatever your trauma pile is or your abuse pile is. Okay. And so me, I saw what was going on and I was like, I can't do this. Like I said, I love that person to death. Love them to death. Will always love them. Like I said, we had some stories. I had some stories for your ass about this person, because we've been through a lot of shit together. But at the end of the day, if you can't do your work to help yourself, I can't be a party to that. I can't help to continue to enable you and then pick up shit off of you because you're not doing what it is that needs to be done. And I can't force you to do it neither, right? So I had to let this person go. I had to let him go. And it hurt. It hurt like a motherfucker. Because this person, like I told you, somebody that I really cared for. But it just is what it is. And I'm saying all this to you to say, sometimes it be the motherfuckers you never would think you would have to do that with. You end up having to do that with. So that's why I tell you, don't be surprised. Like I tell you, when you get together with your person, don't be surprised at the damn people that's gonna be fucking jealous. Don't be surprised. Because I told you, people like to put you in a box. And they think you always gonna be that. Like, for instance, if you're somebody that's single a lot, and you get into this connection with this person, they gonna be like, oh, you in a relationship with somebody? I never would have thought you gonna hear people say shit like that. And it's offensive. It's offensive because it's like, what the fuck you be thinking? Like, I've had people say, say shit like, oh, you getting married? I never would have thought, you would have got married. I'm like, who the fuck says that to somebody? Who says that to somebody? I think that is so crazy. People like to say shit out their mouth and they don't even realize what the hell they saying. But anyway, I'm saying all of this to tell you, you got to work on your shit and make sure you right and be careful. Be discerning about who you allow into your energy and the type of energy you putting out there. Because we got 7 of Cups showing up here. And this is Spirit telling you, you're going to have lots of options, Sagittarius. And, you don't want to just be letting anybody into your energy, because there are people out there, what they call them, silver tongue devils, people that just know how to talk. They don't be about nothing. They just know how to talk. And then when they get in the room, they don't know how to stay there. So I was saying all this to say, just be very careful about who you allow into your life. The things that go on. Okay, so your person is being mute, being quiet at this time because they're releasing, they're purging, they're letting go of the things that no longer serve them. Oh Lord. Okay, so this is a past life connection. Okay, deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. Okay, past life connection. And then look, I keep telling y'all, this card just keep coming up, and I tell y'all all the time, I am just not somebody that talks about stuff like this, and it's not that I'm trying to, look down on it or anything like that, but this could be somebody, because it's coming off your person's side, so it could be their ex trying to fuck some shit up, or it could be your ex trying to fuck some stuff up, because they know, both of y'all's exes know that you're trying to move on. You're trying to move on, and you're trying to look for your happiness, trying to find your happiness, okay? Because you and this person are going to have an aligned future. It says the connection feels solid because you're both facing the same direction. This is a partnership with purpose, okay? Then we've got your person, evolving masculine. So they're evolving. And like I said, preparing for you to come together. And you want somebody, this is going to be somebody that's always evolving. They're always going to be working on themselves, trying to be the best they can be. And that's what you want. You want somebody, because a lot of people get into relationships with people based on potential, right? Based on where they think the person's, could possibly end up, right? But potential don't mean shit, because you don't know if that person's going to act on it or not. But this person is going to always, work on themselves and try to be the best person that they can be, so that this connection, will succeed between the two of you. Okay. All right. So the last placement we're going to look at is talking about, your theme for the new year, your theme for 2026. Okay, so we got 4 cards that fell. We have the 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So, okay, Spirit is saying that your theme needs to be winning at all costs, like you being willing to do whatever is necessary for you to manifest what it is you want in every area of your life. Because I told you, we're not just talking about love. We're talking about all those other places in your life that need to be, you know, you need to be brought up to speed. Okay. So Spirit is telling you that, you know, this is about you doing the work that you need to do with the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Because you have the strong connection, mutual attraction with your person. This is the soulmate card showing up again. And with the Knight of Wands, this is about you, fire sign, or someone with a lot of fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is about you taking the risk. You taking the risk to step towards your person taking the risk to come towards you. Because as I tell you all the time, love is a risk, okay? Any type of relationship is a risk. Okay, so your person, they're returning, okay? There's going to be, and it's a return because you had past lives together, okay? So right now, the two of you are in silence. It says frozen, no words, stonewall, because the time isn't right for the two of you to come together and communicate. That's why I feel like those of you that had that false start with your person, it was because one of the both of you weren't ready. So we've got platonic passion. It says you didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. I feel like it goes in tandem with that friend zone card. Remember I told you you're going to start off as friends, but your person wants more, and then this is when it starts to evolve with the platonic passion card, okay? Okay, because see, you're going to have people coming in that's just looking for a good time, okay? And you have to be discerning about who those people are. Because like I told you, some of them are going to be able to come in and they're going to try to blind you. You know how they say in magic, you know, look over here, but this is what's really going on is on this side. They're going to try to do that type of shit, bait and switch and do all that crazy stuff. But I feel like, you know, those of you who've healed yourselves, and, you know how to use that discernment, that's, you know, you're going to be ready for them, okay? All right. So now we're going to get some messages from Spirit. Then we'll get some messages from your person. Okay, so we got two cards that fell here. We have boundaries, okay? And we have breathe. So we've got inhale, I am relaxed. Exhale, I am at peace. So it says deep breathing calls us back to the moment. It slows us down, taps into our senses, and reorients our minds. The angels ask, if you find yourself stressed, filled with racing thoughts, or unable to focus, please remember to breathe, okay? All right, it's about you getting your, regulating your, you know, regulating yourself, you know, so you're not anxious and stuff like that. All right. Then we have boundaries. Okay. It says, I am worthy and deserving of setting and maintaining boundaries that serve me. The angels want you to remember, if you keep prioritizing the needs of others and ignoring your own, then things might fall apart. For once, love yourself and do things that please you, no matter what others might say. I'm telling you, this is imperative. You need to always put yourself first. And anybody that got a problem with your fucking boundaries is somebody that's trying to get over on you. And that is a red flag, okay? Because I've had people say, you know, oh, too many. I'm like, okay, if I got too many boundaries, that's fucked up to tell somebody that they got too many boundaries. Because if you trying to do the right thing and you trying to be right, why would it matter to you? To me, I respect people that have boundaries, because that means that they all about loving themselves and they all about self-care. What is wrong with having boundaries? Okay, so now we're going to get some messages from your person. We've got toxic. It says, would you want to expose your soulmate to the person that you are today? Are you the person that I deserve to be with? That's a good question to ask. Then we've got relocation. In order for us to be together, one of us will have to relocate. Then we have intuition. Trust your intuition, for it knows the way to me. When you listen closely, love's whispers become clear. Okay, we got one more that fell on the floor. Hold on one second. Okay, then we've got addiction. It says, I don't have room for you in my life right now because so much of my energy is focused on the wrong things. Like I told you, it don't have to be drugs. It don't have to be drinking and drugging. It could be workaholic. It could be, you know, like I told you, going to the gym too much, eating too much food. It could be anything, okay? All right, let's get some more messages from your person. Okay, so we have, I fell in love with you the moment we connected. I always knew there was something different about you. We have, your beautiful soul is what I crave most. I sometimes feel you deserve so much better than me. All right, get some more. Okay, it says, our love is eternal. What's the point of it all? And then we've got, I need you to help me, okay? And look, do you love me the way that I love you? Like I said, if you don't, like I said, it will evolve into that. Okay, so we have, I just want us to love each other. You are my destiny. I fantasize about you every day. And then we have, I just want to be with you, period. Okay, now we're going to get these romance fairy cards and see what Spirit wants to say. Okay, so we have self-love. Love yourself first. This is, like I told you, it's important. It's imperative. If you don't love yourself, you don't make good decisions when you don't love yourself. Let me just say it like that. You worrying about pleasing other people instead of pleasing yourself, okay? Benefit of the doubt. Give your relationship a chance. This could be for some of you that, you know, where you had the false start with your person. This is about, you know, giving this person a chance because, you know, everybody's going to make mistakes. Then we have forgiveness. It says, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Okay? All right, Sagittarius, don't forget, I'm reading again. I'm reading live Tuesday, the 30th of December, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. There will be a replay if you miss it. Okay? I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a link in the description box below. Please have a good day, a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Sagittarius.